Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan. Whoopee!
Okay, hold the line, sir.
You got
Taking
it.
the fall for you, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yes.
I just don't.
Just hold on, sir.
No problem.
I'm checking your file, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. See, Mr. Donald, you are talking with one of the senior officers from the Social Security Administration from the investigation department.
Okay.
I have your file in front of me, but here, according to the information, we found your Social Security number was misused in fraudulent activities in the other state.
Okay.
And there is 2 criminal charges in your social number. That is for money laundering, drug trafficking, and the IRS scheme.
Okay.
That's why there is an arrest warrant, and we have been ordered to suspend the Social Security number. But Mr. Donald, when I checked your past record, I didn't find any bad record in your social number. There's no criminal charge.
Yes! Oh, God, yes! Yes! Fuck yeah! Yes! Oh, I'm so... Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
Sorry?
No, I just feel so much better. That's why I yelled out. I gave it a big fuck yes! We're open, baby.
What happened?
No, I was just saying we're open, baby, because I didn't have any criminal charges. You're saying that you didn't find any falsehoods. So I said, we're open, baby! Fuck yeah! Hello?
So do you have anyone that you suspect?
Well, my wife, she's a real bitch.
Okay.
She will
so
not...
you live in the state of Florida, right?
She probably has done this because she won't suck my dick. Does your wife suck your dick? Sir?
Okay, this is a regular line. You have to mind the language, whatever you say here. Okay?
Oh, so what do you got to do? You're going to come down here and suck my dick? Come suck it, man.
You better shut up.
Oh, you better shut up.
You better shut up.
You better suck my dick. You suck it hard. You suck the skin off of it.
Fuck off.
You fuck off.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, it is, it's Titty Friday! Yeah!
It's Titty Friday.
Oh, God, my lights are all malfunctioning. Yeah, it's Titty Friday. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. You texted me yesterday. You're like, something just happened right
It was
before I left.
as I was leaving. Like, I picked up the phone, answered the man, did that, then just the lights were already turned off, and I just, like, press stop, get in my car, drive home. It's, God damn it, Butler. There you go. I got you now. There you go. Butler's here. No Sam.
No Sam.
No Sam today.
She got her wisdom teeth out yesterday.
Yep, we hope you feel better, Sam. Feel better.
Or she got the sweet pain pills right now.
Yeah, they don't give you what they don't give you as many. Yeah. And I got a new setup. If I look a little frazzled, I am, but it's for the better. I got a new Stream Deck. Butler went and picked up the Stream Deck XL for me, so I got all my little buttons and deals ready to go. And
you're working on that all day yesterday.
kind of pain in the ass.
We had a weird day today at T&D media.
A good day, but a weird day.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just,
there
there it is. Okay, so I got all these buttons. I can hit a mo at any moment.
Love it.
So
any moment.
We'll
There it is.
You guys are familiar with me and Travis's prank war that I haven't fired back yet until today.
Your
and
prank wars are starting to spill over, and they're starting to spill over into my life. And Travis does not, and I should be insulted probably by this, but Travis does not believe me when I tell him that I have zero to limited knowledge.
Yeah, I don't tell Daniel any of this stuff.
He doesn't, but I can understand. That's why I don't fault you for this at all. I can understand your extreme paranoia in thinking that as close as we are, that we are up to something. Because normally Tom and I, we work in conjunction. I totally get it. But I am telling you, I have zero to limited knowledge. In fact, for this, I had only seen a photo. That's all I had. But he's yesterday grilling me, sitting here sad, working on the True Leaf thing, sad, and then peek around the corner like he thinks I know something. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm fucking doing my fucking email, dude. What are you doing? Why you stop freaking out? But I'd like for you guys to stop. Fucking stop it, because it's
up to Travis now, because I have.
Oh, it's out of control. It's already set in motion.
Well, no. After this, I'm fine with shaking hands and saying that it's over. But if he wants to continue,
he's not fine with that, because as you left.
Oh my God. Anyway, so. Now, it was going to be way worse, and let's rewind for a second, because this has been an ongoing thing since the Dick Dollar. It's hot in here.
We can't even show. Yeah, it's getting hot in
here.
Just
turn off our
I turn the heat on. The door's locked. There's a fire. There's a fire. We're trapped inside. Look, that's what I feel like. That's what I kind of feel like. Because look, my whole world is surrounded. Now everything for me, it's like every keyboard has KY on it. Every fucking dollar I have is a cock on it. Every bathroom I go in there, there's whoopee cushions and fucking feathers everywhere.
You're just a casualty
of war. You guys need to knock it the fuck off. Just stop, please. Or I'm going to call I'm going to call him.
So
well placed.
And by the way, the Dick Dollar is...
You can't put it on the...
I know we can't, but I leave it by where we record so I can see it every day and keep the anger going.
I noticed.
We know why you keep it right every day.
Because there was, I was angry at first, and just like everything, over time, things like, my... when did this happen? Months and months ago, where Travis put all the dicks on my dollar and my wallet and everything. And
couldn't tell you.
Yeah, well, I know it was a long time ago, and I was mad at first, and then I started writing down ideas, like, this is how I'm going to get them back. And then after time, and then you get busy and stuff, like, I started working on it, and then, then Travis will do something, and it'll make me mad again, and then I'll get, remotivated to go after my plan. My first plan, and I want Travis, tell me honestly how you would react through each of these things.
To dying.
They actually got as far as, I had Juan working on this at one point, and Vintage Paper Company.
Team of people working on this. They had like a fucking prank squad.
Yeah, not to throw Juan under the bus.
I just asked him. He just made the fucking list too.
No, well, listen, I just asked him for my help, and I was like, I need. Can this be possible? All right, this is my first plan. My first plan is I was going to have a BDM say and direct message you or put on the BDM page and tag you. Hey, Travis, I have this old dusty box of comic books that I found in my attic or whatever. Do you want it? It has some like Star Wars stuff in there and some other stuff. Would you be interested? To hook you,
so
right?
you were going to... Okay, this one I don't know where this one would go. Okay.
Yeah. So I researched, I talked to Juan. I'm like, hey, do they make Star Wars comic? I don't know anything about this. He's like, yeah, they do.
They're huge, yeah.
I looked on eBay.
This is good. Thank you for the drink, buddy.
I was going to buy a bunch of just shitty Star Wars comics and other comic books that were like old but not valuable, like for $100, and then I was going to get one fake that I was gonna have Vintage make look like a super expensive rare comic book.
Okay.
And then put them in the middle of the comic book. So as Travis goes through these, he finds one and then looks up, like a simple Google search would be like
it's kind of like
$50,000.
the comic book version of the lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All
all-
right.
yeah,
It is a classic.
Yeah, it's all the fake. It's a fake scratch off gag. Now, so because I wanted you to think you were rich at first, like, oh my God, I'm rich. Then I was gonna get a local comic book store. This is where we got like
Yeah, like the chat room is already saying that this is already like 9 steps too far.
I know.
The one that, like, now hearing this, the one that was going to cost you the most money was probably having that replica comic made. Like, that's not going to be cheap.
Well, I talked to
Certain
Vintage.
types of paper you're going to need. I mean, it costs you some
There's
money.
way too many moving parts of this.
No,
That's your problem, number one.
Yeah, well, it was gonna, like, I talked to Mark, and then from Vintage, he's like, I looked it up, and I could print a replica.
I can
now,
do it.
It's not a professional would be easily be able to spot it, but Travis, it would be good enough for Travis to look up and then it would look like aged paper. It would look old.
Also, highly illegal.
Well, no, it's not illegal because we're not
at least not reprint a comic. I think you can.
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
can't
yeah.
sell it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It'd be like, like you're back in the day. It's
You
like
could
you can
do-
make a copy of your cassette tape of Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 from Guns N' Roses. You just can't sell them.
Yeah, exactly. You could do. I mean, you could have a full Iron Man suit. It's just that you go on IronManSuit.com and start selling them. They're going to shut you down. But you can make one for yourself anyway. And then I was going to have you go into the comic book store and then and then have the manager say, like, oh my God, I can't believe this is worth it to further perpetuate
Okay.
it. But
so you're going to have them in on it. So now you've got multiple
But then I
actors.
realized
You've
that.
got plants.
I decided, I was like,
There's costuming involved, wigs, makeup.
I determined, this is why I pulled out on this one, because I realized I was going to give this box of comic books to Travis, and then he's going to throw it in the corner of his nerd room, and then never look through it or never discover that. You know what I'm saying? Like all this work
right.
for
You're
nothing.
leaving it up to him having to find the comic book.
And to think,
I've always been burned on those type of pranks. Wherever I put something in somebody's bag and they got to find it, or I did something and they got to find it, they never find it.
Well, the funny thing is that's actually pretty accurate, because I was given a giant box of comic books about a year ago from a nerd, and it's still sitting in my studio office, and it's nothing. It hasn't been touched.
Never looked through
There's actually
it.
just shit stacked on top of it now.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I think
I
most people,
I didn't want to waste my
Collectibles.
time to not have a payoff.
Yeah.
So then,
Where are we though? Is this still a fun?
not fun.
Okay. Well, no, but like for most
Miserable.
of you guys, is this a
No.
Hey, we like each other so much that we're playing around. Like I'm not.
No,
I'm
this
more. I know you guys like the mechanics, and I know you guys like the execution. I'm really more like, for me, and pardon if this is like raining on your parade, but I'm a little more into the psychological aspects of and the ramifications of what this could have.
Oh, this will ruin our relationship.
Yeah. That's, okay. All right. Okay. This
will end.
And even that, I'm not as much concerned about as
With
the
either
company.
me quitting or me getting fired.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's all fine.
This all culminates in what I like to call a Lee scenario.
So this is like Frank Lee scenario. Wait a minute, Lee and you guys were doing a. I didn't know that you and Lee were involved in a series of wild pranks that it ended in him being fired.
Well,
Like
next-
this is news to me, Butler. I don't know any. See again, I'm in the dark. I'm just the button.
Let's stay in the dark,
Look,
sir.
I just got the Stream Deck. I just hit the little buttons. That's all I do. Little prank call here and then.
This all go-
Stop Middle Eastern hate.
This all is part of the reason, like, I go too far with these things. Like I start trying to go and
I'm sweating right now.
There's too much. Check out this next one.
What are you, a DJ a prank?
Check
out this next prank.
I fell in love with this one, and I was like, I'm doing it.
Fell in love with you. You'll fall in love with anything.
I know.
My God. This is a weird, fucked up thing, dude.
This one, I was like, this is the one I'm going to do.
Okay.
But
I'm listening.
But I will tell you, So
Don't give me a disclaimer. Just
I
get right
actually,
into it.
I started this
Rip
one.
the Band-Aid,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
rip
What are
the
you,
Band-Aid off,
pussy?
you
Because
pussy.
I started this one, and literally, I'll tell you when I started.
I don't know any of this.
Do you remember when I told you, Travis, over the phone? I don't know if it was through text messages or whatever.
Oh, this is
that-
fucking weird.
That I'm like, hey man, you should really make more of the Star Wars stuff and sell more of it. Like, and then I'll pretend to like be against it.
I did
And-
too, and Jen and I actually had a laugh about that. Really, this motherfucker's trying to get in on my shit.
yeah. That was
this is like fucked up mind game shit.
that was the start of me trying to get you to do more of the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
You are so much more manipulative than I could ever be.
Well, only for
For pure
useless
evil.
purposes.
For pure evil.
Nothing but yeah.
Side
And-
note: I sold 2 more helmets
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah.
So
So
moving along.
I called Mo. I had a long conversation. I'm like, hey. I'm like, Mo, and then by the way, Mo is
Poor man. Leave that man alone.
Mo doesn't want it. He's
Leave
like, all
him
right,
leave him
Like,
alone.
But he,
What are you doing?
I'm like,
Yeah, don't drag Mo into
I'm
this.
like, hey, how many process servers do you know? Can I hire one? He's like, yes, you can. You could really hire one. You know, he doesn't need to actually.
So what do you? Oh,
So I was gonna hire a process server because you've been really ramping up the Star Wars stuff, and then I was gonna have you served at like coming out of your gym or whatever. I was gonna follow. I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
know
yeah.
your schedule, like not anywhere here because you'd be too suspicious.
Yeah.
And I was gonna hire you. I was gonna.
fresh out of the sauna. He's I'm working on sunshine.
They were gonna serve you lawsuit paperwork that you were getting sued by Lucasfilms
Okay.
for
All right.
selling.
That's funny.
Okay, all
now
right.
now listen. Before everybody's like, "Oh man, you should have really done that one," and I was in love with this one, and I was like, and then Mo's like, "Yes, you could hire a server to do it," and then what we were gonna do is make a fake law firm, and then I was gonna pay one of Mo's attorneys to be on call because it was
Oh my
gonna.
God, how much money is this gonna?
the whole team. Well, I spent some money with these the final one.
Oh
that I
yeah,
did.
no, I saw. Yeah,
I know how much
but-
money you spent on that.
yeah. You didn't offer cardboard
Yeah.
either. Those things are weatherproof. Great
Forget
job.
Cabana 144.
So listen,
God.
I got to the point where we had the process server, that he was gonna do it. It was gonna be X amount of hundreds of
It
dollars.
wasn't the
like-
same one that another radio guy used, was it? My God, you're becoming what you hate. You're becoming what you hate.
So, and then we had it planned out. We're like, all right, Mo was gonna write
there
up
it
the
is.
paperwork and then make it
my
seem
God.
like you're getting sued by Lucasfilms, but there could be a way for you to explain your situation if you called the lawyer to explain that you didn't sell that many or whatever, and then we're gonna record the conversation.
Oh my God.
And then the lawyer's gonna play hard, like push you, like
Yeah.
like listen, this is serious.
Try to make him cry
We
on
will
the
take
phone.
your house.
My God.
And so I was like, yes. And then I got high one night, and then I started thinking of a scenario. I was like, what if we serve like the processor serves Travis, and then you get in your car, you have a freak out, and then you immediately drive to your wife's practice. And
Put
then-
everything in the car.
Yeah,
Put
like-
everything in the car. We
and-
gotta skip town.
And I started thinking of the scenario where you start
like at the end of Goodfellas scenario,
Well,
like
you-
where he's looking up for helicopters.
You
and-
start telling your wife like they're suing us, and your wife's like, you get in an argument or whatever. Like you start breaking her off. This is what I'm imagining. Like
What, like they're struggling? Why would there be a struggle?
because like
So you wanted your prank to go so far that Butler would start beating up his wife. Okay.
And then the
All right.
cops get called.
Yeah,
to like
my God.
Butler's in jail.
Domestic violence.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking.
It's tearing his life apart.
What if this escalated to a point? Because
My
once
only phone call, and I call you, and you're like, you answer, and you're like, I got you, motherfucker. Like,
I started thinking of like this.
enjoying prison?
Like this is what an insane person does. I also telling Crystal about this. She's like, "You're insane. You're
why?
mentally
Don't
ill."
tell anybody.
Yeah, because like he put some dicks on your dollars. You're gonna he's gonna freak out. Call his wife. His wife's gonna be screaming. She's like, I told you not to sell those things. Like you're like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like
should have married Andy.
yeah, like this is gonna cause some. Like, what if you freaked out and you're like, you know what I'm saying? You're
That's
ripping all your Star Wars
not
stuff.
good.
You're breaking it. Like, And then
isn't that what you wanted to do? I mean,
it at first, but then I started thinking, like, what if there's actual repercussions from this? That
you're not cold enough. You need to be like, to pull
exactly.
it off, you got to be a stone cold killer, dude.
No, I know, because I was worried because those things I can't control. Like after Travis got served and then got in his truck and drove away, I was thinking to myself, like,
That's just the paranoia of marijuana.
But then I thought, I was like, what if I didn't hear anything about it? Like, he didn't call the number.
Well, you have to take that chance.
You
have to take that chance.
And then he tells me I threw away all these thousands of dollars worth of Star Wars stuff.
I'm giving up comic books, I'm changing my tune.
And then it actually, like, negatively
They are dumb.
affected your life, and then I would feel bad because I was like, man, it went too
donated
far.
them to a children's hospital. They found one rare one, and they said they can get enough money for all of the kids' surgeries. And you're like, oh, shit. Okay.
Like, what about the ripple effect?
I'm trying to understand.
Yes,
now I understand why you kept me in the dark, because if I came up with that scenario just as easy, I wouldn't have been helping you at all, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good call keeping me in the dark. A lot of wasted time here, guys. Not proud of you.
Yes.
Not proud of you. Either of you.
I worry about these like ripple effects from going too far, and then.
Have you ever had one go too far? A prank?
No.
Yeah, you have had one. You have had one, and you called me to confess your sins when I was coming back from Georgia. I was coming back from Atlanta celebrating. That was sort of a pranky thing, right? It's sort of a pranky thing, and
I'm not
good. It's out of hand, Yeah, I can see where you would be a little.
I'm not good at really negatively affecting someone's life. Like, I could prank as a joke, and you're
a pretty horrible liar too. You're not good at it.
Like, if you just got embarrassed or something, that's fine with me. Like, but actually, like, if you went to your knees, you're begging your wife, please forgive me. And then I feel that your wife's a doctor, and she's gonna be like, why'd you do this? Like, you need to sue these people for some sort of workmanship, something. You can't just do this to your boys. I think so. I don't know.
The overall kind of vibe of our Twitch chat room, and if you've never joined us on Fridays, it's awesome. Twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live. Come show up and bring a friend. They seem to have like kind of an overall vibe that maybe you have lost your mind a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Like you're freaking out, bro. And you pissed off Christine by yesterday by saying she had shiny pubes, I believe. She brought a friend in there, and
she's fine. So then I settled on when that picture came about after the land cruise of you walking on stage and some sort of optical titty illusion or whatever.
It was a titty illusion.
And then we laughed and then we could tell it bothered you.
Well, it was really it was really more of the comparison to Mike B, who is free, by the way, today, and wanted to come in, and I didn't have the heart to pull the trigger on it. I didn't have the heart to pull the trigger on it.
Quadruple Bs.
I was gonna send him a picture of what you're wearing and say, match this outfit. I was like, I would have played. I would have fun.
I almost came in my outfit.
So
that would have been funny.
So I decided I was going to take that picture.
You know what I learned though from this whole thing? Sorry, not to interrupt. Is that no man likes being told that he has nice titties. Even if you say nice, it doesn't matter. We don't want our titties to even be a thing.
Yeah.
As far as most men are concerned, we have no titties, right?
It's supposed to be pecs.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pecs.
But anyway, so I decided I was like, I'm gonna take that picture and blow it up to full size, like life size. But first, it was from the waist down, so I had to get Tony's help to Photoshop Travis's legs on the bottom from another picture.
I've noticed now that Travis's feet are like smaller.
Oh yeah.
There's
a different distances, so it's a big, thick legs.
Like a big old thick boy leg. I like it. Yeah.
Clown.
Looking like I'm a goddamn Olympic squatter.
And then I'm like, I'm gonna make full size cardboard cutouts of these, and then I'm gonna put some in because I know that Travis loves hanging out in Sanford, and that's his like local hangout. Yeah. So I'm gonna put one in the West End, one in Tuffy's, and so I printed them out. Vintage Paper Company was cool enough. There's the first time them doing like life-size cardboard cutouts. I'll show you.
I have one. Do you want me to put up your picture?
Yeah.
I got a.
Well, that's the one in Tuffy's.
You want me to put that up? Okay. Here. Let me go to that camera. You should be able to. to see that on the. Oh, yeah, you can see the legs. Yeah.
No.
If you just dip or layer down. Yeah, there he is. Oh, look at him go. It's a really good print job too, man. Well done. It looks really, really good. There he is. I don't know if you can see. Now he looks like he's staring at you. I like that.
Never mind. That'd have been weird.
So, and
you should kiss yourself. That'd be pretty awesome.
There's currently one in Tuffy's, and I sent Daniel a picture of the one in Tuffy's.
Here's the one at Tuffy's.
Now, I did break one on a golf cart because Travis was suspicious all this week, especially, and this is going to lead into us having a chopper intervention with Travis because he did like.
Didn't he embarrass you or something? Like, wasn't there?
Yeah. The
something that happened
with the fish tank guy. I'll tell you what happened with that.
I do. I still don't know what happened because I had Sam reach out and ask, like, what did Travis do? I go, I don't know. Like, I know nothing of what's happening around here anymore. I literally just sit over here. I'm like, I'm hitting the buttons, and then people come in like, oh, man, Travis quit. Why Travis quit? I made 7 cutouts of his titties and put them all around Sanford. He quit. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's bad. All right, well, I installed some new stuff, and we're doing some things.
By the way,
see you at the Land Cruise.
I am going to give a prize to the best picture with Travis's cutout, hashtag TD Travis.
TD Travis.
Hashtag
TD Travis.
And I talked to the owners at Tuffy's. They're going to leave it in here for a month right at the front.
Okay.
And then West End, they're going to put it right there.
So use the hashtags on the bottom of it. So use the hashtag.
TD Travis.
TD Travis.
Okay. Yeah, best picture is going to win. I'm going to give a good prize for this one.
Yeah, you might. I would encourage everybody to, make it look like you're sucking his titties.
So whatever you want. Just take a picture and use a hashtag, and we're going to give away the best picture prize.
Beautiful. I love it.
So
why'd you get a 4th one?
Oh, there's more. There's
he's got one with holes where your genitals are, where you can fuck it.
That's awesome.
There's one on the roof here. We gave some to the neighbors.
One's in the jack-off box.
Yeah, we got them everywhere.
I'm not joking. I thought about.
We're gonna start selling them now.
I thought about putting one on the side of 417, so you saw it on the way here to work.
Put it with those ones that Tony Rage sent me of the people that are protesting Jewish circumcision, where it says, "Why do rabbis get to suck baby penises?" Put one next to that. Yeah. Did you see those guys? They were out this week. They had their big sheet, and they write it in red, and they put blood splotches on it. It says, "Why do rabbis suck baby penises?" It's terrible.
I was like, which sponsor? I thought about putting one in front of Seth's gym because it's on 50.
Why don't you take one over there and let Seth kick it in half?
yeah.
Like
Seth's
Murph
thing
from
tomorrow.
Problem Child 2, or
Yeah. I may do that. I may bring it with me to Seth's grand opening, and he can kick.
You should make a foldable one that we can take everywhere.
Well, I thought mini. Well, Vintage
mini,
said they can make mini Travis, TD Travis.
Yeah, mini TD Travis.
Okay.
So
pocket size.
So anyway, this is I feel like a good equal dick dollar.
Wait, this supposed to be the fucking handshake and truce? This supposed to be a fucking truce?
I'm fine with this. I feel.
Travis is already going through a myriad of different things. I mean, he was trying to get you this morning, and I had to yell at him because I'm like, "Oh, you shut down his computer."
Well, that's another thing.
Which is completely different. Like not even in the same realm.
Well, funny thing is, I didn't even
prank.
shut down your computer. I adjusted your mouse so left was right and right was left, and inverted it. So it's funny. That's what shut your whole day down. It's like I just fucked with your mouse.
Yeah, he was mad.
I slowed it down so you had to move it a lot. And
well, he figured it out. He did say he's like, I think Travis slowed down my mouse, and I'm not in the mood.
Not a bad morning.
And this is not a prank. And if he's going to do this, then I'm going to just fucking fire him. I'm like, hold on a second. Let me text Travis.
That's
that's why I wore my Sunday's best.
I'm going to walk and get a sub, and when I return, it'll all be okay.
Because this started months ago, with getting the Photoshop, ordering the thing, so it's funny on the day. That's why I guess when you get someone back with a prank, it's easier to get them back with a day, same day prank.
Yes.
As opposed to a month later, and then I'm already mad at it, and I'm carrying these things around the back of my truck. I bent one in half. I'm driving a golf cart to Tuffy's, and then I'm holding the Travis cutout, and it folds in half because of the goddamn wind. And I was like, God damn it.
It wouldn't stand up anymore?
No, it is all floppy, folding half.
Give me that one. That's my fucking Travis. Give me my fucking Travis.
I like you came up to me earlier today. They're like, "Are you okay with this? Or do you don't mind me doing doing this. I was like, what the fuck is I supposed to say? No, like you already got him planted in goddamn
that's how he
bars.
really gets in your head. He's like, hey, you okay with that? Get some crazy gaslighting and shit.
Yeah.
You're really fucking with him. Like,
I don't actually care if you're okay. There's nothing that matters to me. If you're actually okay or not, it doesn't matter.
This is out of control.
So now it almost got ruined because I brought these to Weston and Tuffy's on Wednesday. By the way, I'm walking with a bunch of these cutouts down the streets of West End. I'm thinking to myself like, no one's gonna look at it and it's not gonna get back to Travis. But the next day, Travis gets to work and he's like, hey, someone told me about some cardboard cutouts. And I was like, fuck!
Go to a small town.
Well, I think you
And he's
text that in
known.
your text.
You're fucking in my turf.
Well, he knows people, around there.
Then I was like, who?
Plus, I should have been looped in if you wanted to keep it secret. There are plenty of ways to be able to do this without him knowing. It got too loose.
I just didn't think that it would get back to you. And then I was like, oh, someone that Travis knows and Sanford was hanging out at the West End and then saw me, because we stored them in Paul's office until I said, put them out on Friday.
Oh, yeah. Paul was fucking those things good, I bet.
And
Or at least farting on them.
So who tipped you off?
Motherfucker. My wife told me that there was cardboard cutouts of me in downtown Sanford, and a patient told her while she was adjusting them.
Oh, that's not good.
So
that's bad.
I didn't see. That's where I didn't think about where the bleed over, where this is ever going to get into your wife's
judgment. Your husband's a clown.
Yeah. See that's because I know about this '90s radio shit, and then when it starts bleeding into your personal life and your wife and people outside of this world,
It gets too far.
yeah, then I'm like, oh, too far. Like it was that time.
It ends today.
Remember when Bushy hired my wife, and then she was actually working at the printer's office? Like it was a legitimate job, and then people are fucking like honking the clown horn, and then she's just like, "What the fuck is happening?" I thought this was she's yelling at me. I'm like, I don't know. Like it starts becoming like, oh shit!
You fly a little too close to the sun.
This is affecting the collateral damage of this is too far. Anyway, so it's at Tuffy's and you can go take a picture with it. I'll give you a prize.
TD Travis.
TD Travis. So here's the chopper intervention story. So I think it was the Wednesday that all the shit was going on, where now for the past 2 times that Top Shelf Aquatics has come here.
Yeah.
Now we've
We
got
shut up the bathroom before they got here, right? Yeah.
We've got to know Sean from Top Shelf, and he's been our fish tank guy. But for the past 2 times, he's had an apprentice that's been training under him, learning how to, do these fish tanks and do all the maintenance. And
here's our fish tank. I'll put it up so you guys can see.
So
you'll see a shrimp on the right-hand side, and everybody else is... Oh, there's a little bit.
He's been training this guy. Now, he's a younger guy, I think. He's probably in his early 20s, right?
Yeah.
Like, he seemed like, like
a nice young... very attractive young boy.
Yeah. So
he's you know what? He's a very muscular. He's a very muscular and very attractive in the face and body young boy.
So remember, I think Travis's chopper. You know how people have flare-ups with whatever's wrong with them?
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it with,
you
normally
my
get it with,
whatever.
Flare-ups typically are 2 diseases, which is, it's typically like gonorrhea, right? Or
like a herpes.
Or
skin
gout. You get a gout.
Gout.
I'm the king's disease,
Yeah,
right?
skin conditions. But I feel like...
I'm so fat, my knees have flared up because they're just mad. My feet hurt. Yeah.
I feel like also like mental issues, though, has flare-ups, like where you have manic episodes or whatever,
I have those,
or depression or something. It's like, and I feel like
I get anxious, real anxious and kind of crazy.
Choppers have flare-ups where all of a sudden they become extra chopping, like they start chopping everything and like mentally chopping.
Can't stop it.
So Travis must have been having a chopper flare up because remember I was like I gotta go run an errand, and this is when I was talking about I gotta deliver this shit to the West End or whatever. But I said it was for my wife. I gotta run an errand for my wife, right?
Yeah.
And when a grown man tells you that, would you, especially a boss, not even like your coworker, your boss.
I do that sometimes, so I understand that.
Like imagine your boss is sitting next to you. He's like I'm leaving a little early today. I gotta run an errand for my wife.
Yeah.
What would you say to that? Like,
I think I'd actually be okay with that. I do it.
Oh no! Like if your boss told you I have to go run an errand,
I'd
leave
be like,
early,
you didn't need to tell me that.
or you just say okay, right? Or it's like that's it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna dig in on it. No, you're crazy.
Travis' response, yes. Travis' response is, "What you got going on?"
Yeah, the wrong thing.
Who says that?
I actually said that to Sam. I go, man, who fucking says that? You know, I was like, that was real. But he stopped. I go, he did stop him, sir. Tried to stop himself.
Wait, you could have just said, "I got to go out." You let in with a little bit of information. You baited me. You baited me.
I didn't bait you.
So
if your
thought
boss says
he wanted a friend, is what you thought.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, you
Exactly.
thought he needed
at what point Travis, you've been around me for 4 years now. Do you think I'm looking for a friend? like I'm saying stuff.
I was kind of hoping you were looking for a friend.
I mean, I know it's been 4 missed birthdays, but the 5th one you might actually give me something.
Oh.
So that was the beginning of his flare up. So
you know what? We were wrong. They both keep track of their birthdays, and we didn't fucking know that. Sam doesn't even know that we bought her Disney tickets, apparently. Like, people don't know what happens around here.
So then we hear a knock at the door, but it was like a lighter knock, right? Like a polite knock. And then Travis, because he runs at everything, Travis is like, "What's that?" And then he runs over to the door, like unlocks it, opens it, and then it's our nice fish tank man, but he's by himself this time. This is the apprentice. Like, he finally, his first day by himself.
The aquatic one's apprentice.
And then Travis says like, "Oh, hey, didn't hear your knock. You got a nice soft ginger knock there."
Why are you going at the
Why'd
guy?
you say a nice soft ginger knock?
Yeah, you got a real gay knock. Why would you do that?
He's got red hair.
Yeah.
Like, why? That's an insult.
Shit.
Why would you say you got a nice soft ginger knock going on?
You got a nice Ranga knock. Good knock, Ranga.
I think that's insulting, right?
Oh, yeah.
You call someone with red hair, you got a nice ginger knock?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Red-haired people are sensitive
what
about
the
it.
fuck?
I got gingers in my family. We're good.
That's how it works.
You told him some of my best friends are black, is what I just heard. You can't do that.
Like, that is the same thing as you talk to the people in a Spanish accent.
What did the beautiful boy say?
No, he's just polite. He's like, "Oh," and then he comes in. But I'm like, why'd you say you had a soft ginger knock? Anyway, that your chop, like, I feel like it flares up and you start insulting
when people honk out here, he runs outside.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so let's move on now. I feel like
are you guys? Do we know where we're at?
Yeah, we're at a truce. Because if it doesn't stop here, it's going to continually get worse. And then I will justify doing some sort of thinking you get sued. I'll figure out a way for your next blood test to come back. Go, "Oh, cancer." Like there's.
But I like the idea of like the only way we can do that is to actually give him cancer. Like, go for it.
Yeah, like it becomes a point where there's going to be diminishing returns where that it's going to start affecting our business. It already has, because all the thought I've been putting into this, I could have been putting into actual business, and this is a gigantic waste of time. That's partly why
I've been trying to get you to waste time around here, man. Have some fun. Lighten up a little bit. I kind of thought I was going to get it, but you guys take your prank war a little too serious. It's supposed to do fun stuff.
So
I'll just 69 each other.
Speaking of business, we've been wanting to do these Tom and Dan coloring books. I mean, Daniel had this idea for how long now? I mean, it's years, right?
Yeah, I mean, like since since Eddie and Pabone have been like cranking out amazing art for us.
Yeah.
So probably at least, we did the Snoot shirt way back in the day. I don't know, 6 years probably, 5 years.
Yeah, and Daniel came up with the idea of like, hey, we should come out with a coloring book and put it out there for people.
Well,
and
I hated the thought of that we can't like keep the art or at least put it all out there because these guys are so talented. I can't draw, but I love coloring, and I was like, this would be awesome. Also, selfishly, I want to have that stuff in just a book that I can kind of hold on to. You know, like the art is incredible. These guys are so talented and they do such good work. I know how many people do we know that just reach out to like Pabon or Eddie just to get something drawn for their family or for their house. You know, I mean, I think Pabon had to pull back on it because so many people were hitting him up. So anyway,
I've used both.
I'm just a fan. Yeah, I have too.
And so then, because of the pandemic, we haven't been able to we didn't do our foot golf tournament, any other, like, you know, our Bad at Business Beer Fest. We did those cups always for Yellowbrook, Yellowbrick. And like last year, or the year before last year.
I know, I do that.
We raised like $3,000 for them, and then like golf tournament or the foot golf tournament always raises. You know, I think we did. Did we do 20?
I think so.
Like damn near 20.
Look, not to get sentimental on you guys, but you know, COVID happened, and these kids still had congenital heart defects. These kids, nothing like you said. You said it perfectly yesterday, and it gave me chills. Like nothing changed for them. Probably got worse.
Yeah, the same cases for them, and the heart defects continue to happen.
Does that make you? I would imagine that in some cases makes you maybe like a immune compromised. You know, like this is scary shit.
So
we needed to re-up our kind of our fundraising efforts.
So Eddie and Pabon combined forces and got all the art to Samantha, and she helped organize.
Which is not easy for those three to put this together.
Yeah, everything, and then we contacted Vintage Paper Company and Mark Larabelle, and he said, "Yeah, no problem. I'll print these for you." Then Eddie and Pabon were like, "We'll donate the art." Because it's all going to go to a good cause, because we determined, we're like, let's come out with these coloring books, and they're printed. And they're not for sale yet. They're going to be for sale next week.
Yeah, I was teasing it on my Instagram last night because Maisie was coloring herself. Coloring me in the book.
And because Eric Pabon and Eddie and Mark Larabelle and Vintage Paper Company, and we're going to donate all the shipping and handling costs.
100%.
So we're going to sell these for $20 a piece, and 100% of everything
100%
is going to go to Yellowbrick.
Every dime.
And then we're going to ship them to you. And
they're awesome. And hopefully we'll get to do it again.
Now I'll tell you something
I would
funny.
love to do it yearly because I love foot golf tournaments, but sometimes pandemics get in the way. And if we can have another kind of like a passive vein of art that is constantly maybe funding money for these kids that need it, I would love that. But yeah, $20 is easy breezy for a ton of art.
So we're calling it an adult coloring book, but we went through all the art, and me and Daniel were like, it's fine, it's really, like
PG-13, man.
Yeah. And then we did find out like there was the word titties in there,
but it's misspelled.
Yeah. It's a long.
But Maisie and Max, I think, still nailed it.
Well, not. I'll tell you. So these boxes
got some real clever clogs on her hands.
They were in my truck, and I put both boxes of the coloring books on Max and Tommy's car seats because I picked them up when I picked up the cardboard cutouts in Sanford for Mark, right? So and then I forgot they were there. Then Tommy was loading them in for school, and I'm like, oh yeah,
his cardboard cutout has big titties.
I was taking the boxes and putting them in the back of my truck, and then Tommy's like, what is this? And he pulls one out, and I'm like, oh, it's a coloring book. And then they were super excited. Both of them, they freaked out. And then I remember I was like, like Sam went through each image, and like, you know, it's not for kids, but it's not like anything too graphic or whatever. It's like
there's no tits and puss.
No. Yeah, like
I wish.
And
I'd color it more.
And there's mediocre tar, you know, but the cobra is in the place of where his dick would be.
But like, I'm glad you said it that way. It's not connected to him. He's not like stroking it.
I guess but for like a 5 and 7-year-old, I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
So when I got home yesterday, Max ran over to me, and they found, and I didn't even remember this was in here, but the picture of Max and Tommy in this artwork with Dr. Ghoul and the soapy butt.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
And then so they got super excited because they're
in
the coloring book. And then Max starts reading it, and he says, Dr. Google and the case of the missing soapy butt. And then I was like, go! And then I was like, God damn, you can read! Like, it didn't dawn on me that and then they were laughing because they're like, we know where the soapy put is, and then, because it's in the bathroom. And then I was like, uh-oh. I was like, this is gonna be a weird memory that they're gonna have and be like, what was that about?
When I put my mom's butt in a coloring book and we were in there with a ghoul man. Yeah, that's a good one.
Dr.
That's
Google.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, because Maisie's all pissed off that she's not in the coloring book.
Yeah.
She proceeded to scream at the top of her lungs how it's, quote, not fair that she's not in there. And you know what I told her? I go, it's not. It's not fair. I said, and life is not fair, and it's fine. You don't need to be in that. I don't need you being in the coloring book.
And all this got approved during the height of right before the land cruise, so we were all just like, yeah, go,
fine.
go.
I don't even know what's in there, honestly. I found out yesterday when I went through it.
You're right. I told Chris, I was like, there's nothing bad in there. First thing, titties.
Yeah.
But it just says the word.
And it's also misspelled.
Yeah, and it's just like...
it's titties.
Yeah. I don't feel like...
It's like extra ass.
My sons didn't... That's the worst thing in here, I think.
It is.
But anyway, you guys are parents. You can decide whether you give it to your kid. Yeah, I gave it to my kids. They're fine.
Or you can just give us $20 for Yellow Brick, and you can just tell us to keep the coloring book, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
You don't even need it.
It's all to raise money.
Indeed.
Anyway, those will be out next week. We'll let you guys know.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you want to take a break? I feel like we need to reset. After
yeah. Let's do a little reset action and take a little break. Let's see what we got from music today. I got good stuff today, man. We got this is weird. It's only weird because I like these guys, and I was like, will they ever put out a new album? And they will. The Mighty Mighty Bosstones have a brand new album out. This is what were you gonna say?
I was like, how long have the
long time
Bosstones been together? I mean, since
I was in Bosstones album I bought with, I want to say it was like 96 or 97 or something.
Yeah. I was
in mid-90s.
Ninth grade or
what is it? Ska Core, The Devil and More, something like that.
Yeah,
is that an album? Ska Core, The Devil and More. I think
something
that's
like that.
I think that's the first album I bought of the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. But this is a new album out. It is entitled. Why is it doing? This thing is all screwed up. Oh, there we go. When God Was Great. And it's good. What's funny though, when you do listen to it, I kind of go like, oh yeah, these guys are getting older, because it's real laid back. But I think you're gonna like it. The name of the song is Move. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. 1-844-TOM, the letter N-D-A-N. Oh my God. That's good, right?
Yeah,
like that?
Good. Yeah.
He almost sounds like Angelo Moore from Fishbone a little bit. That is Nigel Hall with Wake Me. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
You ready to do it, buddy?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Ross's piece of shit news.
Ross's news today brought to you by MosquitoNix.com. If you're looking to get rid of those mosquitoes in your backyard, get a system like I got, misters that go around all your fence and a roof line.
Yeah.
And you never have to worry about mosquitoes in your backyard.
You have more time here than you think you do.
Yeah,
Remember, you always
you
end it too early.
Mosquito Nix.
Okay.
What's going on, Ross?
Mr. Who? You got Mr. Who going around your fence, Tom?
What? Oh, no, you're doing a Who's on first.
I was going to say it, too. If it wasn't going to be you, Ross, it was going to be me. There's going to be a Mr. joke in there somewhere.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up with you guys? Sam today? No Sam?
Sam got her wisdom teeth out, so she's wisdoming.
Yeah.
And then I've got new buttons, so I'm not sure everything's right. Like, even you're framed a little wrong, and it's going to bother me. But people can still see you and hear you, so I'm going to put it out of my mind. It is a fun Friday.
Did she break my record? I think I had 7 out.
7 of what?
7? Dude, you got 7 wisdom teeth out?
Yeah. I had 2 on top, 2 on bottom. I think it was on the top. There were 2 behind that. And then there was this weird little curly Q one shaped like a sperm that was up behind like the whole business. It was weird.
Well, that's great. You
Now,
you had more wisdom teeth than normal? Like it's some genetic anomaly or something?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know how common it is, but I did have a lot of them. The other thing I had was one of them had developed into a cyst, and the cyst was eating into one of my molars. And this guy had to take it out. And this was an old, grizzled oral surgeon. He'd been in the game like decades. And they had the option to get the twilight sleep was like $2,000 more. So I was just kind of like numb while he did it. And he was put a lot of elbow grease into it. And at the end, he said it was the most difficult removal of his career.
Oh my God. Wow. You were awake the whole time?
I was like there. I wasn't really, it was like, I was kind of like listening to it on the radio almost. And I could feel tugging, but that was it.
Yeah, I could feel pressure too. And with mine, I was just like Ross. I was aware, but not like I was under, but they had to break mine. They had to do the thing, I guess, where I'm doing this like you're carving, you're carving the tablets for Moses. But yeah, you had to chisel. He used the term chisel. And that's not a good tooth term for me. Like it doesn't. He's like, yeah, we had to chisel them out, and I'm like, okay, and I
anywhere on your face, we had to chisel your nose a little bit. No, none of that.
No, but it was. I do know that I had much bigger wounds than I anticipated. I thought they were just gonna pull teeth out, but I remember it was the only time I remembered having gauze stuffed in the holes, and I don't like that feeling of people putting anything in my holes. Leave my holes alone.
It seems like a good argument that I haven't heard too much of against intelligent design because I would bring that up next time someone we were designed by God. I'd be like, he gave us these extra teeth that really cause a pain in the ass for every human. Lots of them.
Yeah, and you're not doing the math on this one, right, Tom? It was God's design for us to die when we're 20. These teeth never should have been a fucking issue. It's your false idol science keeping us alive too long to when these things become problems. Now you have a 50% chance of catching cancer if you're a man. If you live long enough, 100% chance of prostate cancer. Fuck you, God.
You know what? With those glasses on and you yelling like that, I'm a believer, and I'm ready to go to your warehouse and play guitar for you, sir.
You're like, he fucked up our teeth and our butts.
Yeah,
why?
I'm 100% Ross.
How did you fuck it up?
Yeah, this is terrible.
Anyway, Ross, what? Who do you have in your podcast lately?
Oh shit! We got one. It's about to come out. We talked to Curtis Earth,
nice.
Trivia impresario Curtis Earth.
Yeah, Curtis is a good dude and super wicked smart, and he got in on that trivia stuff early.
Yeah.
He was very.
And we had one of my favorite things that happens on the show. I think we caught the moment where Curtis remembered who I was, which is always fun.
No.
No. I mean, he agreed to do a podcast, and he didn't necessarily know who it was with. And when I told him the story, he was like, "Oh yes, okay, cool."
I like that.
I get that with my wife's coworker. I do.
I think there's a moment like that in the Killer Bees episode too. If you're a fan of those,
Sometimes I look at the killer's eyes and I know he doesn't know who I am, and I'm okay with it. I'm fully okay with it.
Roll.
I'm just like, it's fine. Moonshiners, say that.
Dude, when you've met that many people, hard pass.
You get the pass.
Yeah.
What you got, Ross?
All right, let's talk about birds, you guys. I'm real into birds lately, as you know, and recently, since last we talked, I've become the proud owner of a bird bath, which is the number one way to operate in your backyard as far as I'm concerned now. It is so fucking cool.
So tell me about the bird bath. My Meemaw had one, and I never as a kid remember, I remember it always being mold.
The standard white?
Yeah, it's
bird bath?
She had the concrete one, straight concrete.
Two-piece.
Yep.
Yeah, two-piece.
It's a base and a
bowl.
And the bowl. Yeah. And then you got to go out there every year and paint it so many times that the latex piles up.
Yeah.
So the latex is about 4 to 5 inches thick. So the bird bath is huge.
Yeah. There's always green scum algae around the sides.
Yeah. It's a bird poo-poo.
And I never saw birds in it, but do birds.
And the two-piece set has at the top one giant concrete Lego nub to keep it together. That's what's holding it all together.
We're like
a Lego nub.
Do you realize birds land on this, right? There's not a bear bath. It doesn't need to hold up 500 pounds. It just needs to hold up 3.5 ounces of bird.
Yeah. Not even a lot of birds.
Yeah.
Because they don't use it.
Your top three bird activities in the bird bath are they ferry seed over to it and like spit the seed out and then eat it like it's cereal, which is fucking cool.
Okay.
And then a full-on bird bath. They get in there and they do like a shake and a shimmy and they get all wet and it's super fucking cool. And then they love shitting in that thing for some reason. They eat, bathe, and shit all in the same water. It's amazing.
The birds are stupid.
No, but you know what? I caught my daughter yesterday taking a shit while eating pirate booty on the toilet. And it's a better way to live. It's a better way to live because I was like, ew, it stinks in here. Then I looked down, she's just stuffing her face like, you can't be doing that. And she
but if she was going full bird and dunking it in the toilet water, you'd have that for
yeah. You know, okay, thank you for clarifying the error of my ways. I appreciate that. That's why you're here.
All right, so the reason birds are in the news, we got a lot of reports out of California. I've got 2 separate documented news reports of, quote, approximately 1,000 small birds invading chimneys, okay? 2 separate reports of that. And that's just the ones that are willing to go on the books. Who knows, like, who's out there not willing to call the cops to their house, the 1,000 goddamn sparrows trapped in their chimney. And then, just recently, in Los Angeles adjacent area, a flock of 15 California condors lands on this lady's porch, proceeds to tear up everything, tear up like the grill cover, all her shit.
The grill cover. My God.
Yeah. They are birds. They shit all over her porch for a number of days. And so, like, the game commission gets involved. The lady's daughter's, like, tweeting it out. And the game commission sees the tweets. And their recommendation was try clapping or spraying them with water.
All right.
They have super acidic shits, too.
What, like birds do?
Well, California condors do. They're endangered.
And they shit like one of those small Slurpee cups of shit at a time.
I do like that about birds, and I like the fact that they usually shit while they're doing things.
Yeah,
so
like they have no control.
They're just walking, you know, and this is my bird walk. And they're just walking, and then accurate. A giant, milky, cloudy, white squirt will just, and in a lot of force, and they just keep, like, chugging on down.
It's like if you pumped out a full amount of ketchup from the
hand sanitizer.
The arena. You know, when you get a hot dog, a gray hot dog at the arena, and they have the condiment stand and big jumbo pump size of ketchup and mustard.
I don't like the pump ketchup.
One full from top to bottom squirt. That's how much shit that is.
And it's primed, so it's sucking a lot of it. You know, sometimes at Tijuana Flats or something, you go to hit that thing, nobody primed it. I was like, there's no Jason's mom sauce in here.
And every once in a while, you know how you like on social media or whatever, or you'll see a car that's been parked underneath a tree for too long.
Oh, we had one in downtown Orlando. Ross, do you remember that car?
I don't remember the car, but I remember when at Lake Eola they put up signs saying, watch out, this is a bird shit zone.
Yes, because there was a car down there. Yeah, I think we covered it on the morning show when we were down there. And then, like, the city was taking photos of it, and they're like, this person's car has been here for 6 months. And it was literally just a milky white shit car.
Yeah, the whole, like, an extreme amount of bird shit. Like, you thought someone was fucking with you about.
Like, the birds are fucking with you at that point. The birds are like, let's fuck up this guy's car.
Yeah, like, did all the birds come together and shit on one car in Orlando? And it's probably just a like culmination of just a month.
And do you
of
tell
shit.
people that's your car? You don't, right? You're like, that car's too far gone.
Yeah. So,
and like once a month, a couple of dudes have to go out in that boat they keep at Lake Eola with a pressure washer and clean that lovely fountain that they like featuring anytime there's a shot of our city.
Yeah, well, normally we just light it up for special occasions to make it seem like we care about people and things, right?
As they go around, it's like they're peeling off a layer of paint of bird shit off of that thing. That thing just gets like bukkake with bird shit.
So
who was the first bukkake person, and were they like, you know what? This is going to catch on and be a whole thing, you know? Like, who was that person?
Well, someone, like, thought... I mean, I think it goes to, like, the beginning of time.
Yeah.
You know, like, as soon as...
That is a primitive...
As soon as you realize you could do that, you're like, well, let's all do it on one person. Oh, God. Like, well, that's your next step. Like, you're like, wait a minute. Like, what if 20 of us did this on one person? It's the birds. Like, one bird shit.
I think we just fucking figured it out.
We figured out bukkake. Like a bird shit on a car. Like, hey, what if all the birds shit on it? Like, whoa,
it's fucking awesome.
Then it's impressive. Like one bird shit, you're like, that's unfortunate.
You know, I don't care who you are. You may not like it, but bukkake's impressive.
Yeah, like
it is.
If I walked outside,
It's not my thing, but
and I'll get pissed if one bird shits on my truck. Like I have it right on my windshield right now.
I hate it.
And I'm pissed off. But if 1,000 birds is like impressive, I'm like,
damn.
oh my god,
Yeah.
like that's an impressive amount.
It takes a village.
Of whatever that is, the white. I think it's
It
pee-pee
it
and
doesn't
boo-boo.
even come out of their butt, right? It comes out of their kawaka or whatever.
Yeah. Right? How does that work, Ross?
Correct. There's one slot called the cloaca, and it's like pee and poo mixed together. It comes out all at once.
I would take that. And I know we've done this bit before on the show, but I would like my pee and my poop to mix, and I would like for it to come out of a third hole that I have called, whatever, my kawaka.
Also, the fact that it is white does diminish it a little bit, like the severity of it.
Yeah.
Like
it's also easier to spot and not step on. Brown mixes in with the grass.
Yes, if birds actually shit brown, I feel like people would be more
I'd be mad. Yeah.
and they would be like
the white I like because I go get my Maguire's in a microfiber and it right on.
All right, next story, Ross.
Shout out to bird shit though for being the number one dry up and just go away on its own shit.
Yeah, right, yeah.
If you're gonna shit on my car, I prefer the bird shits that they have it almost looks like it looks like a mouse cigar. tiny little mouse.
White mouse cigar.
Tiny little white mouse cigar. And it just and then I just go, and then it just rolls down my hood. I'm like, all right, all done.
We have, I think it must be an oversized frog in the area of our porch, and he's been leaving. Yeah, I mean, like tiny little cigars would be an apt description.
Reptiles, like geckos. I have a lot of gecko shit on my windowsills.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of geckos just living in my house.
Castleberry's got a gecko problem. Oddly enough, most kids' pee-wee teams in Castleberry are the Castleberry Geckos.
I have those redneck fake window shades, and the reptile shit collects all behind them big time.
You shit on my windowsill, and I can't afford your insurance.
Oh, you fucked that all up.
I know.
That's
sorry.
Really,
it's been a bad day.
That was bad. It's been a bad day. You know what? We're ending the show.
yeah. I've had a rough go.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
In the morning.
You're good.
All right, next story.
All right, let's go back to the invention of Bukkake times, the Ice Age, you guys. Do you remember Encino Man, Dan?
I do, and I told my wife how much I enjoyed it, and that can become embarrassing when you have people. You're talking about the movie, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Yes, I do remember, and I enjoy. Yes.
I saw it in the theater. I remember it being good. It was fun. It was probably the best Pauly Shore
Remember
film.
when you could still like that kind of stuff and not like be a dum-dum for liking it? Remember when you're just like, yeah, it's a silly movie about a fake caveman.
And popcorn was $1.
Yeah, and I love popcorn.
Now, was it that he got thawed out, and that's how he came back?
Yeah.
Okay, it was the thawed out.
Yeah, they
scenario.
found him. It was the two guys. They find him. They thaw him out. He becomes their new best friend, and then the rest I forget.
Did they find
And the
him?
way they found him, same way this couple in Las Vegas, they're digging a pool in their yard, right? And pool guy comes over. He's like, I'm going to throw a couple shovels out today. And the next thing they know, the cops are in their front yard because this guy found some bones.
Wow.
And, so the cops come and like immediately they determine they're not human bones. They started doing some more tests, and their pool's going to be held up a little bit because these are like horse bones from the Ice Age.
I saw the story about them finding Ice Age
We're
bones.
in the middle of a bone, like right now, everybody's finding bones. They found those bones in the Peace River that are like dinosaur bones or mammoth bones. They're finding these bones in California, Encino horse bones. This is crazy.
So they linked it to a horse.
It says a horse or a similar large mammal.
And are they I always wonder if is this something that like a museum would buy from you, or
so,
do you just take it home and
I had
put it on eBay?
I had a couple relatives that were Florida men that found like arrowheads and certain pottery that was purchased by a museum in Andrea's family, like certain of her, her granddad's like old Florida. Yeah, and they find things, and if you you can, I think you can have somebody come in and look at it, and then they like to register that sort of stuff, and then if it is coveted enough, then it can be like they'll come to you, and it's almost like you give it on loan to be like in the museum.
What if like you were building a pool or whatever, and you found that your house was built on top of some sort of
poltergeist,
like artifact. No, but like some sort of village, the ancient village or something.
Like Pompeii.
But something that was insane and needed to be investigated by by just society. Because
I think you have to
Mulder and Scully.
No, I think you got to move.
No,
I think that I believe that there have been times when this stuff happens and they're like, sorry, this this is bigger than your dumb family. You have to move. And we have to take. I think that's the thing.
Does the government buy your land from you?
Yeah, but not for a fair price.
Well, that's an intimate domain or whatever.
I think you get fucked.
I know
this happens all the time in Europe, and you'll even see sometimes they'll just build a glass floor over it. We'd still had to build here, but at least you can look at it now.
So yeah, if you find some Ice Age horse bones, and I wonder if there's value to them at all. Or if
now, human artifact wise, I'm not 100% sure, but this article does say in the U.S., law states that discovered fossils belong to property owners.
Interesting.
Because in that Peace River story, that guy was some teacher, some science teacher, and he in the story I read it he's going to just display it in his classroom. And that's it.
Way to not let the world share it. You selfish piece of shit.
I don't think it's that rare though. I don't think anybody wants it.
I do think it's I think that this one was because of the way it's very much intact and it's large. I think that's why it was kind of unique.
Did he find it in Peace River State Park, or did he find it in his land adjoining the Peace River?
No, I think it was on his trip in the river.
Yeah,
right?
He was a diver, so I think the state owns the river, right? That's
why
how it
haven't
works.
you and I done a dive in Peace River?
And all the state parks, when you go in the water, they say don't keep any of the fossils or shit. But if you go to Wakawa Springs and you're swimming around in there and you find a shark's tooth, which you can find them easy. Or an old, I guess they're, what are the sea cows? Fucking those things. You'll find their teeth in there all the time, but you can take that shit and they don't give a shit.
Yeah. There's so many.
In Wakaiva, depending on where you're at, you also find some redneck lady's tampon or all kinds of stuff. That place. I don't know how I feel about it.
You got to get right next to the hole where the water comes out and work the sandy pockets along the walls. That's where you find the shark's teeth and stuff.
Sandy pockets.
Ross, have you seen those guys? They're social media influencers. They just go to rivers and places and scuba dive and find stuff, lost stuff and different things. They their whole channel is them just finding garbage on the floor of rivers that people
found a handgun.
Underneath bridges and stuff because
I haven't seen that.
And it's this whole they have millions of followers and they just follow these guys. I was watching one and they're let's go under this tubing river and see what people have lost, and
all right.
And then it's all vape pens. The guys picking up
vape
the guys endless picking up vape pens and putting them in a satchel. I'm this is it, all right. And then you have Bud Light can.
Fat people tubing love vapor eggs.
Okay, what is this? Stupid. Anyway.
I mean, every picture I've seen of tubing is two things. It's Chungus Glorioso and then his wife wearing shorts in tubes going down the river holding giant vapor eggs saying, we love Florida. And then down the river, the guy drops a $75 vapor egg with a Mondo Mega Interstate battery on it. And there you go. And then this guy finds him.
Florida. Our state flag should be redneck in a tube, vape pen.
Falling out of their hand. What else you got, Ross?
All right, update to a classic piece of shit news story. You guys remember, of course, Rick Ross and the beekeeper suit.
Yes.
Because of the suggestion that bugs might become the food of the future. Or no, it was honey and rats back then, wasn't it? But now in Europe, the EU, 27 nations just approved as a quote novel food. Oh, there it is. Okay, nice. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Coloring book.
They approved as a quote novel food dried yellow mealworms. The Tenebrio molitor beetle larva, either dried up in a whole or ground up into a powder, is now they call it protein rich, and it's going to be either on its own or used as an ingredient in other foods.
I've had these. The yellow ones that are like the edible mealworm deal. I've had that.
I've had them too. Yeah.
Very nutty. They taste nutty. They're not weird. I mean, yeah, it's weird, but it's not gross. It's just it's a thing. You know, if you didn't know it was a worm, you'd just be like, that's a nutty. It'd be like some
protein bar.
Yeah, it'd be like something Butler brought in that was like a health food. You'd be like, here, try my nut snacks. And I'd be like, oh, these are great. You know, like
no different than a protein powder,
None.
which it does.
Protein powder's pretty gross, guys. I don't know if you know that.
Why not just?
It's not awesome. It's not awesome.
Going back to protein powder,
steaks are awesome.
They're doing this for a substitute for so people in
straight protein.
Can get protein in countries and places that are dealing with the hunger issues and the fact like malnourishment and stuff, and the cattle is too expensive and there's not enough protein, so they're figuring out a substitute, which is these mealworms.
And you can grow worms like crazy, right?
Yeah, and then they just make them into powder. And
I'm okay with that.
Why not just?
That's the old school. That's the Rick Ross. They were raising rats and honey back in Africa. This is the EU, Tom. They just got hyper-crowded cities with too many people. They need to get these people, they need to get them protein and fat and vitamins, and they can't raise a cow on every block.
Yeah, release the worms.
Land intensive. So they're gonna start just raising larvae in a goddamn basement box in every skyscraper in Amsterdam, and all of Europe's gonna be eating beetles the next time you go over to France.
So they're doing this. I mean, if you have the money, you could have whatever you want, obviously, and you could, but people always freak out because I'm not.
Hey, Travis, write that down in the Tom Van Book of quotes.
I'm just saying, like, when people hear the story, they are like, "Well, I'm not eating no worms," and it's like, "This is not for you."
Yeah.
These are people that are dying. Yeah. They are dying of starvation and malnourishment.
Which, by the way, they should
go to McDonald's.
But they shouldn't be given the people that are dying and starving should be given the McDonald's, not the worms. And
my bar now is I will happily eat a fucking chili dog. I love a chili dog. And explain to me how this is grosser than murdering a pig with a knife, cutting it up, and then grinding up all the pieces nobody else wanted to eat into a fucking tube.
No.
Yeah. It's not. It's not. It's better.
Yeah, this is the psychology of it. Like, it's just what we're used to. We're used to the pig snoots in the tube, and then we're like, that's not weird to us because we've always eaten it. And we're like, we're not eating the worm.
Okay, so we need like a counter programming initiative, Tom. Is that what you're saying? Like, we need Doja Cat to come out and be like, "Whoa, beetle larva," and get the kids on board.
I love me some Doja Cat.
You just
She's so good.
You need to lie to the public and just tell them something. It's Soylent Green type scenario. You tell them whatever you need to tell them.
Arguably, I always do better when people trick me into eating something. Like somebody tricked me into eating cow heart. I think I'm probably butchering the pronunciation.
Your brain is fucking it up.
Anticucho or anticucho.
Yeah.
But it's cow heart. It's grilled cow heart. They're like, here, enjoy your, these are filet medallions is what I was told. Filet medallions.
I had sweetbreads, the same kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, and I'm eating. I'm like, this is these are filet medallions. This is amazing. And somebody's like, that's cow heart. And I'm like, I'm glad you did it that way. Totally okay with it now. Tastes like filet. I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
I will eat cow heart like crazy.
Because, your brain will tell you it's disgusting.
Don't tell me ahead of time. And I'm serious about that. My dad was not that person. My mom tried to fool my dad multiple times. My dad would get up like a baby. He'd yell. He'd scream, "God damn it!" He's yelling a bunch of not abusive, but just mad, and would just go to bed and skip dinner. Wouldn't even watch wrestling with me. It's like very angry that my mom had done something like Splenda, or like Sweet and Low, goddamn Sweet and Low pink packet. I'm getting, instantly he's like, I'm like, Dad, it's a fake sugar. It's like, no, it ruined his night. He's going to bed. Just don't tell him. Just put it in there and just serve it to him. He's too stupid to figure it out. And even if he does, he don't care. At that point, he's like, well, my taste buds are more believable than your face.
Yeah. If you tell him, it ruins it. Anyway, Ross, next story.
When I was a kid, my dad shot a fucking nice little deer. He was a hunter. And he get a deer pretty regularly. And they told me it was steak or something.
Oh, no.
And then, when I was, chowing down, because venison's fucking delicious.
It is really good.
I was chowing down on it. They told me it was good. Well, you're eating deer. And I burst into tears. I was like, Bambi.
Oh, no. You got to wait till it's all done.
Don't tell anybody.
Not mid-bite either. My mom would do that. Right? My mom would do it as my dad's, putting it in there. My mom would be like, and it's fat-free Sloppy Joe. But to be like, God damn it! This fat-free fucking Sloppy Joe bullshit! Like, and I'm like, oh God! I just go to my room, play my G.I. Joes.
Yeah, it's a veggie what scenario. Like if you tell them at the chili cook-off, this is a vegetarian chili, people are like, oh my God.
And I know that it's hard for people to
nothing, and they would have been like, oh, good.
I know it's hard for you to believe my dad was a good person, but he did believe that if you ate fat-free foods, you were an inferior human. I'm sorry,
and he could taste it no matter even if he couldn't.
Oh yeah, it was there.
Yeah. Anyway, Ross, what else you got?
Well, where did you guys say Sam is today?
Getting her wisdom teeth taken out. She got them taken out yesterday.
Okay. Well, I'm not calling her a liar. Personally, I think she might be skipping work today because of the holiday. You guys know, of course, the first Friday in May is No Pants Day.
Oh, no, really?
God damn, we really fucked all our pranks up today.
Maybe that's why she scheduled her wisdom teeth. She knew that
we
no
scream
pants
for her
there.
to take her pants. She ain't gonna take her pants off. She's bigger than me. It's not gonna happen.
I thought we'd have a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, the first Friday in May is apparently it started in 2000, and it's been around long enough. It was like it was a University of Texas at Austin, like kind of prank thing. These guys just wanted an excuse to, back when I was in high school, we called it dropping trowel. These guys just wanted an excuse to, drop their pants. And so they invented No Pants Day. And it's now a thing that is big enough. I think I saw it on Reddit today. So that's, it's getting there.
Yeah, I could see, like yesterday was, there's weird national days, and I'm so bored with promoting things on social media that now when we have new videos out, I'll just link the video, and then I'll say what national day it is to really solidify my coming in for a landing as a talk show host. And
I think that's number 3 on the top 10 things in 4-hour SEO.
Yeah, exactly.
When you said No Pants Day, I immediately remembered when I may have been in 9th grade in Southwest, and I'm in like the cafeteria or whatever, and I remember there's...
Would you expose yourself and you just remember? Oh my God, you guys are a terrible person.
But there was this kid, and he wasn't the stereotypical like them bullying the nerd or whatever. This kid was like a cool kid or whatever, like he, but it was his friends.
Popular.
They were fucking with him or whatever. Like he was a popular kid, I guess, or whatever. But he was walking with his lunch tray, and one of his buddies pantsed him.
Oh yeah.
But when they pulled his pants down, his loose boxers came down. Like he
pulled his ding dong fell in his tray.
Well, no, it didn't feel like it. Like we were in 9th grade, and I remember when they pantsed him.
I had a bigger penis in 9th grade than I do now.
Like he had a I think he had an elevator button deal going on.
You're a child.
You're a child. And then everybody was laughing. Like he pulled it. Like he tried to do it as fast as he can, but people saw it and then bullied him.
How do you eat your nuggets after that? I don't think you said that. That's a hard lunch. That's a hard one.
I guess he tried to fight his friend or whatever, but the damage had been done. Yeah. And then for the rest of that year, I went to a different school after, but they fucked with him, and then they called him the button and some other things or whatever. They just, and I was like, that one tiny instance is going to haunt you forever.
I'm
envisioning
I'm envisioning this poor kid trying to eat his food after that happened, and tears in his eyes. I can remember Tyler Spohr in DeLand, Florida, teased me so bad on the golf course. We were playing golf one day together, and he was just relentlessly going in on me, and I had some sort of chocolate or some dookie stain on my pants, and he's making fun of the back of it. He's like, you have a shit stain, you have a dookie stain, you're a Dookie Dan or something like that. And I'd had enough, and I was sitting there, and I remember I reeled back and I hit my tee shot, and I cranked one, but the whole time, he was a great shot, but what ruined it was that I started crying.
Dookie Dan is crying.
I started crying, and then they started going in on me, shitting my pants and crying, and they're just fucking going at me so bad.
Push Dookie Dan down.
Gonna cry now, Dookie Dan?
Push him down and start kicking him. Why would you? Oh my god! Fucking teenage boys are the goddamn
They're the worst. They're the worst. Yeah, I'll never forget
oh
that.
my God.
I'll never forget that I cried, and it was the only time that I've ever. It was the moment that I knew, Ross. You'll understand that. It was the moment that I knew that I'd hit a breaking point, so I had to turn to him and I screamed at his face. I said, "You have to leave me alone!" Like it was one of those like it was like either that or that could have like changed my life forever. I could have like literally gone there, snapped the golf club on my legs, taken the broken golf club and jabbed it in his neck, and then I'm a murderer. Like it was like one of those times where it was like I had to tell him, you have to stop, or this is going to go too far.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. No, or like I was hysterical, you know.
By the way, bullies like it's kind of like these nerds are killing us.
Yes.
The bully like, all right, calm down.
Easy.
Dookie Dan's had enough for it.
Whoa. All right, I get it. You know, I don't want anybody thinking that I'm going to be like heartless and rude to, you know, to old dude.
They slipped one in there, you know.
Don't shit your pants, dude.
Yeah.
My kid, one of my kids' last day of middle school, the school they go to has a uniform policy. So every year we go to Target and get them fucking khakis and the little polos, right?
There you go.
And the last week of school, my kid only had one pair of khakis that would fit him because he hit a growth spurt. And I was like, I'm not buying you a pair of pants that you're going to wear for a fucking week. I need that $10 or whatever. And so he was pushing this pair of khakis the last week of school. And the last day, I go to pick him up, and he's got a book bag at the back and like a binder in the front. They split the whole way, crotch to ass, like elastic hem to elastic hem, the whole like free hemisphere of cut the whole way through. And he's like, it happened like right at the end of the last class. I made it right to the car rider pickup. Nothing. Nobody saw nothing, but god damn, it was close.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
man. He dodged a bullet. Well done.
And I was like, I made the right call not to buy you pants.
Yeah.
He lasted the exact right time.
Yeah, you should say, I know pants.
So that's going to be a hard thing for me, Ross, and you're going to have to,
Ross has given me guidance
this.
over the dancing weekend with May, and he's helping me keep things in perspective because everything I told Ross I wouldn't do, I'm currently doing, but he knew that. Ross knew that when I was telling him. Ross was like, yeah, you're giving me, like, oh, I'll be different. I'll do it. Yeah, Ross knew. He knew the whole time. But he was kind enough to not go in on me then, and I appreciate that, buddy. I really do, because this shit's scary.
Because my logic side, Ross, tells me, all right, listen, my sons are going to go through some hard times in school, and they're going to deal with, bullying in some way, and it's probably maybe not the stereotypical, big fat redhead kid, is like taking your lunch money. It may be some.
Well, you're really going in on the redheads today. Right? Earlier in the show, Ross, he shit all over redheads.
No, that's the traffic.
I'm sure Shit Pants Dan can attest. Sometimes the verbal bullying is worse.
Yeah. Verbal bullying can be bad. Well, that's coming from Dookie.
So, and even if it's from your friends or whatever, you go through some hard times, and my logic side tells me it'll just make them a better person. They'll, like school is short. This is only a small period of your life, and you'll get out of it, kind of like Shart and Randy, and you'll be a well-adjusted adult.
Well, it made me snappy-tongued, I guess,
because you learned how to deal with it, and you went through adversity and made you a tougher person, right? So it's all part of the process or whatever. But I love them so much that if Tommy or Max is like, this kid, the Dookie Dan, they push me down. Well, I'm fucking losing my goddamn mind.
Ross, I saw it.
And start ripping the pictures off the wall.
Ross,
I can't take it that someone's fucking with him.
Some kid put rocks in Tommy's lunchbox. I saw it.
But he was, but it was
and
just
Tom started to like systematically tell me how I'm gonna drive you to the kid's house. You're gonna pull the kid out. You're gonna kill the kid.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you're punching him.
No, it was. I found out it wasn't even bullying. It was just his friend that giving him dinosaur eggs. It wasn't.
Tom doesn't understand toys.
Well, I went to. I'm just saying that. How do you deal with that, Ross? When you get to a point where if someone's fucking with your kid.
Well, first of all, you get this fucking kid a book about paleontology. He easily recognizes that dinosaurs don't hatch from fucking rocks. That's stupid. I'm going to tell you, and you guys are going to not listen again. It'll be a fun little,
I'll listen.
5 years from now, you can come back and say, we should have listened to you. It'll be a fun little exercise from now.
Okay.
But you have to just prepare them while you have them and then let them go into the world. You have to just let them. You have to throw them in the fucking ocean, Tom, and let them like fend off all the sharks and shit. And then come home with a couple bumps and bruises, and be once they're back in the house, you're like, what happened? How'd it go? Here's how you can handle that.
My wife calls that the Michelle Obama. I'll call that the Ross McCoy. Yeah, you're raising what does she say? You're raising adults, not children, right? I mean, that's
they have to go through it. They have to get through it themselves.
Do you know where my kids are right now? Neither do I.
They're old enough now. They fend for themselves.
You know what's a weird thing though for new, like, not to go on a pandemic kind of a vein here when we're talking about children, but it's weird to me that I've never met Maisie's teacher. I have not like face-to-face talk to her. I don't know the layout of her school. Couldn't tell you where her classroom is. Couldn't tell you how to get in the door. Couldn't tell you how to get out the door.
Yeah, because
of the pandemic.
They didn't do the normal stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know, because she went into this school, which will be her school for a very long time. I don't know where anything is, and they're not going to show me because I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
You probably can go next year during the intro, but I don't
know
if
they open baby visitations.
Well, I don't know if they'll allow. But they'll probably. I
don't know
because they do it with kindergarten.
Does anybody else get this? Well, maybe that just gives me anxiety because I'm I'm wired for anxiety, right? Yeah. So of course, not knowing that is weird to me. Like it is weird not knowing. Like when I go to get my daughter, I don't even know where she goes when she goes in the morning. I see her go in. They check her temperature. She goes in the door. It locks, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess she's doing something. I don't know.
They do temperature checks.
Oh, dude, they do a temperature check.
Really?
And then then they look at her, and then she goes in, and she has to know the same lady, same door every single time.
And so that's dropping her off you're dropping her off at a highly secure place full of trained professionals, and you're fucking anxious about it. Wait until it's I need to go to the mall. You need to drop me off next to the abandoned Sears, and I'm going to walk in behind you. And then it's going to be, you're laughing. You're scant years away from this. This is happening sooner than you could possibly reckon. And then it's going to be, Bruiser's coming to pick me up in the beach cruiser. And, the beach cruiser's in the shop. He's coming on his Harley, and he doesn't like helmets.
Yeah.
But, I'm almost of age, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're so close to this shit. You're so close to it, and you don't even know.
Oh, look, I'm all for listening and making it easy. I just go, she can't do anything. She's not allowed. There you go.
And by the way, Bruiser is Max's nickname, by the way.
You have any more stories, Ross, or you want to get out of here?
I got tons of shit. We just broke the world record for how many times a guy climbed Mount Everest.
How many times?
My God. This one, do some homework about the cicadas this year. It's like an overlap year for the cicadas, and they're calling for trillions. So if you're a fan of buzzing, you're going to get your fill this season.
Oh, no.
We got some space wine. They're going to try to sell a bottle of space wine for $1 million. I think you should buy it and chug it, Tom.
Hey, did you end up getting any of that art from The Weeknd? Not to selfishly talk about The Weeknd, but I know you're a fan.
So The Weeknd put out an NFT on this platform called Nifty. He put out 2 different series of NFTs in a day, right?
Yeah.
And I did try to get a couple of them.
I tried too.
The ones that were in my price range were the $100 ones, where you had to enter the lottery to buy it, which is I guess a fair method to do it. But I think I had one entry out of 24,000, and the other one I had one entry out of 70,000 or whatever it was. And obviously I didn't get the opportunity to buy that NFT, but I tried to, and I only tracked it for the first couple days after that, but they were trading at $300 or $400 for a couple days after that. I don't know what they're going for now. I'd be interested to see.
I think about the same, because I looked it up. I missed the whole damn thing. I missed the timing of it, and you and I were talking about it, and then I tried to get in there, and the link, after it was done, the link was dead. But what is
your music or is art or
it's
something?
Art.
Okay, his art.
These were art pieces. What are your thoughts on NFTs, Ross?
I think I had mixed feelings about them until it was this week when the right-wing pop brigade started memeing against NFTs. that really made me think, oh, holy shit, there might be something to this.
Okay.
It made me think of when Jim Phillips said, like, my dad was in the cable business, or his dad was in the TV business his whole life, and then cable came along, and he's like, no future in it. Like, it made me think of that. Because there's a meme about, like, if you own, an NFT's like buying the rights to peek at the Mona Lisa from the broom closet at the Louvre or some shit like that, which makes no sense. Like, it's a physical piece of paper. You're missing the whole fucking point, buddy. But yeah, that really made me think. And then they're just becoming more and more prevalent. I think it is something, Tom. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but it is something.
Yeah, I think so too. We may or may not have dabbled. We may or may not have some. I'm not saying nothing.
It's interesting
I
because
may not have made one.
Just like the beginning of cryptocurrency, no one understood it, and a lot of people still don't understand it or what it is or whatever. And then more you get into it, and you're like, oh, well, it kind of does make sense that there will be a digital blockchain. Yeah.
Here's why I'm okay with NFTs. It's not angry racist people, and it's not the virus. Yeah. Totally okay with it.
Also, what does it matter?
Totally on board.
Why would you hate it? Like, all it matters is the people that is buying and selling them are into it. They're into it. Yeah. It doesn't affect anybody. Yeah. Like, if
I'm not into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they're pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it's just like baseball cards. There is an inherent value that the market says there's a value. They're just a piece of paper, technically, right? They're just I don't know what the value of the paper it's printed on, but what is it, less than a penny? Yeah. Or like a worth of paper? And then the actual card itself is just a picture, right?
You're arguing about something that you don't like, but you are a slave to the same thing in real life with real money. So why are you even
with everything? Yeah,
but why are you even arguing about it? Just
everything. The only value in it is what we all deem its value, right? If the market says, all right, this is about gold, everything. The what?
Travis quote book.
No, he's saying, Travis, write that down for your quote
book. Yeah. Anyway, see.
Actually put that one in the quote book, though. Like yeah, put that one in there.
But, it looks like whether it's a fad or not,
doesn't matter.
The idea of blockchain, digital art, or whatever the fuck you want that you own is going to stick around.
You know what?
It doesn't seem like we're like, we'll get over this this thing 20 years from now. It just doesn't seem like it, right?
It's just a phase.
Like anything that everybody says it's a fad, it's like the internet or anything, is like it becomes,
it becomes the thing.
Yeah.
I get high and rail against fiat currency with my friends all the time. Like, it's just government money because the government says it's money. Fuck that. It's just fucking paper. But, you can still pay $20 for a pizza and get a pizza.
Here's
Agreed.
The main problem, I think, with all of it is that extremely smart people that you trust and respect and you know they're intelligent are into it, and juggalos are into it. And so you're like, oh shit, you're like, what? So the juggalos make you skeptical. You're like, what are you doing, juggalo?
Maybe we need to flip that. Maybe that's the reason. Like, when you see that, you should be like, oh wait, everybody's into it. But you don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
You look at it like Jim Phillips is into it and Shaggy Two Dope's into it, and that doesn't make any sense because those are two different people.
But your Uncle Randy, he don't fucking know what the hell it is, and he hates it. But so you're like, what is going on anyway? We'll see. Like, that's just like everything. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that Mount Everest guy. How many times did he climb Mount Everest?
Broke his own record ascending this year. He was part of the team putting. It was the first time of the year this year. He's part of the team putting up all the climb ropes and everything for everybody that's going to follow. And he broke his own record on his 25th ascent.
God damn. And it's like it's a Sherpa, right? Like one of the guys that work as guides.
I was gonna go. Even the AP article mentions that like 75 times. I was gonna go without saying that, but yeah, Kemi Rita, Sherpa guide they call him. I don't know how offensive that is or will be in any time in the near future.
Right.
This is high as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, what was I saying?
Yeah, he's the one because they obviously they're the one that you've seen the specials, like without them these fucking rich dudes they can't do it.
Some of them can't.
Yeah. These guys.
Yeah, it's like who could show you around Orlando the best? Somebody who lives it. You know, like it's just
dangerous as hell. Yeah. But they make a good amount of money, and they get paid by these these companies that put these excursions together for a bunch of rich dudes that want to climb Mount Everest. But it seems like it's fucked out by now because there's so many people that have done it, and there's just lines of people now, and corporations have gotten involved, and it's just like a standard. Like, hey, you are you a little bit physically fit? You can do it. Like our Sherpas will carry you up there, so you can take a selfie on the top, and then they'll carry you back down for enough money. Like, you don't even have to
have a Guy Fieri burger at the top.
You used to be able to have to be like some sort of mountain climber or have some sort of base. I think you need some sort of baseline fitness, obviously, but basically
we should send Chungus Glorioso to Everest.
I don't think he could make
and sponsor him.
But the baseline fitness level has definitely dipped a lot, where you could be an old rich guy and pay enough, and they'll get you up there. So it's kind of taken.
It's more of a status symbol now than it is actually an accomplishment.
Yeah. And
100%.
then,
you guys are wrong as fuck. Or Everest is still and always will be until we have like zero gravity machines. Just a straight up murder mountain. People die every year. As many guys as you have to help you along, as much gear as you have, you still could die just at the blink of an eye in some weird weather event, or you just lose track of what you're doing because you don't have enough oxygen. It is a fucking murder mountain. And this guy, Rita, he's 51. First time he went up was in 1994. Tom, you probably like at like Lollapalooza or something?
I was watching the Red Hot Chili Peppers. 1994. I graduated high school. I went out to the old what is it? Citrus Bowl. No, it would be Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Lush, Ice Cube, Ice-T, and Body Count. I'm trying to think of the other bands that were on.
Lineup.
Yeah, it was a great lineup. Yeah, it was really, really good.
I'm just as impressed of if you tell me you climbed Mount Everest and you got to the top.
Yeah.
And as I am from the TikTok video of the guy doing a spin kick and knocking the cap off his Sprite. I'm like, oh my God, he's got the touch.
I was like, that guy's got the touch. How many times did it take him to do that?
Because it doesn't. It's like, all right, climb the Mount Everest. Are you that impressed? If someone told you, like some businessman, like I climbed Mount Everest, like I paid $100,000, some Sherpas got me up there. I'm like.
Most people, when they're talking to me, and this goes for all of our clients, when you're doing small talk and telling me about what you're up to, I don't care.
All right, Rob.
Well, it's just that I'm just like, this is my new thing. I'm just like, I just tell people that, so when they're telling me that and they're looking in my eyes and they see that I'm like drifting off, I'm like, yeah, this is dumb. I don't care.
Tots with Ross, the Orlando talk show, all platforms, right? Basically anywhere podcasts are heard.
That's correct. Coming up soon with Curtis Earth. And then this bit of Foley work I got for you guys today. It's a big setup. Okay, now I know what you're gonna say, Tom. It's not a fucking firework. Okay, it's not. I'm not shooting a gun to simulate anything. This is not two boards clapping together. This is a Foley work of a cannon going off. All right, a cannon. I don't know. Do you remember when Jim Phillips had, I think, Jack Bradshaw run down and set off a mini cannon?
Yeah.
Very distinctive, like puff, pop, boom sound to a cannon. All right? Take some coke. Sir, Napoleon's forces are cresting the hill. Give the order. Fire the cannon. Guys, I'm sorry. The pickle dried out. I'm so sorry.
Hold on.
The news went a little bit longer than I thought, and the pickle dried out, and so the salt could not conduct the electricity efficiently to the titanium shavings, and it just failed to go off. I'm very sorry.
Hold on. What the fuck was? What was the pickle supposed to do? Like make a can sound?
Essentially, it's supposed to conduct sodium, conducts the electricity, and it's supposed to stay wet enough to do that. And I should have watered it. I should have watered it. That's on me.
Should have watered your pickle.
Wet pickle happened.
We went too long with the news. Your pickle dried out. All right.
That's what happened.
God damn it.
Tots with Ross. Subscribe, like, and subscribe. Hey, Ross, we love you, buddy. Take care of yourself, man.
Love you guys. Bye.
All right, man. Be good. That is Ross and his dry pickle. Live, and there he is. I left you with that pose. I like that pose. That's good.
All right, let's take a
back
break.
To, look at that. I can go to this one. It's just me and you and Fish. Anything to plug? Yeah, twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live, YouTube, Tom and Dan Live, and for music, let's go with...
I will plug that Eric Merchman said that now you can get one of those BDM metal stickers that we got made from Villain.
Yeah.
Basically it's the BDM triangle sticker. It's like made out of aluminum. Eric's going to send one with every BDM shirt ordered. There's 3 different BDM shirts. If you order a BDM shirt, you'll get one of those stickers in the mail free. And he wanted to tell me tell everybody that Gators are now $10. So he's trying to blow out all
Gators.
The Tom and Dan Gators, which is basically like
what you use
if
you
fishing
use those, they make your spit very, very tiny, and it spreads Corona more.
It's fine.
The name of the band is, I believe this is Dragar. The name of the song is The Villain You Need. It's good. We'll be back with more on Mediocre Time right after this. Welcome back to Shut Up! Welcome back to Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
Tom.
No, Samantha. That is the who was that? Electric Looking Glass. Boy, they nailed that kind of throwback sound, didn't they?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, they're good. If you like that vibe, email me. I'll tell you all about them. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time. I am Dan.
So let's try these drinks, Travis.
Yeah, these are good.
I've been sipping on them a little bit throughout the show, but
I can tell that you worked in bars, Butler, because these are tasty.
In honor of Cinco de Mayo this week, ABC was awesome enough to send us some Los Rios tequila.
Okay.
And this is exclusively at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. You can get it at any ABC in Florida. And just look for the Los Rios brand tequila, and you can make yourself an awesome margarita.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago,
it's delicious.
Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah, they get 3. They get the Blanco, the Reserve, and the Añejo.
2 weeks ago, they were giving away if you do the delivery, ABC delivery, they'll give you like a free bottle, and they do that
like
a lot.
Mini bottle.
Yeah, like a mini bottle. Like if you sign up and you opt in for delivery, they're not going to send you a massive bottle, but hey, free tequila is free tequila, and they were giving away the mini bottles in the delivery, so I wondered why I even got one, because I was like,
this is ABC's brand of tequila.
I had to figure it out because I was like, my wife does like tequila, so it's not off-brand for her to purchase tequila. My wife does not drink, but if she's going to, tequila is what she gets. And we had a little bottle of the Los Rios in there, and I'm like, why'd you get that? She's like, I don't know, it's in there. Had to look it up. It was a freebie. They were giving it away with a X amount of purchase. I think it was $30, which if you get a couple things of White Claw and a bottle, I mean, you're going to be well over 30, and then they'll just start giving you free stuff. So sign up. I believe that's on ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Just Google it, but on their main site.
Yeah.
But you do have to opt in for the delivery, and then they'll start sending you emails and coupon codes and stuff. It's cool.
Yep. And if you buy it, just use hashtag TDABC and let us know you bought it. We'll send you a little something.
Now, are we doing Dump Them Out, or are we just going to go voicemails?
Let's do voicemails.
Okay, because we neglected them. Sam's not here. It feels weird.
Yeah, usually
to even
Sam
say Dump Them Out without her titties here. So
she makes the Dump Them Out topic sheet, and she throughout the week she'll add to it, and then we totally forgot because.
We also have no show notes today.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I figure. I was just like, it's gonna be an easy day.
I wrote down a couple things that I've heard.
What'd you write down, Joe?
Don't you worry.
Don't you? Oh my God, it's happening again. All right, let me clean these up, and let's do some... Okay, it's happening again. The fucking Signal Tech people are calling us. Here. Remember these guys? Here, just listen.
Hi, my name is Stephanie DeNovo, and I am trying to get some tech support for your Signal Tech. I am an older person, and I don't understand technology at all. So I couldn't
There you go. I started getting those.
What? Hold on. Did Signal Tech
I don't know.
market their products only to old people who don't understand
Here's
technology?
another one. These just came in. Like, here's another one.
Yeah, this is Scotland. At 804-580-8.
Okay, old man. You don't have to give me your fucking Social Security card.
And I'm calling about the Signal Tech Wi-Fi range extender. I'm having some difficulty.
Oh, God.
It doesn't appear to be working correctly.
No,
I appreciate it.
Okay, so we got that one, but the saddest one of all.
It amazes me they made it through the voicemail.
Yeah. How did they make it through the? We've talked about this.
No,
the
no.
long as hey, you've reached Tom and Dan. You're going to be recorded.
You want Michael Jordan? I'll give you Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I bought one of the IOTOs Standard Mechanics to fix some issues on my computer. It don't work. Callback numbers 918-942-5029.
There it is.
All right. Oh,
There it
it's-
is.
Smother me with a fucking pillow.
That's
when I
you
get
as an
that.
old man. Why were
Hold
you
on,
calling
maybe-
our show from the future? You're like,
I played too many pranks on Travis.
this is out of hand, and I can't do anything about it. So, like,
Have
when you
we-
guys leave, I'm either fighting with scammers and I'm telling them to suck my dick, or old people are calling me and telling me they're Signal Tech, and all they want to see is pictures of their grandkids.
Have we
Why
determined?
don't you help him out? Give him a call back.
We've talked about this
wanted to.
before,
I love you so much. I'm so sorry.
and we went.
Hold me, Grandpa. Hold my family's dead. Will you be my grandpa?
We went on Signal Tech's website and determined their
No.
their number is not even close to
I
ours.
did it
right?
again this morning. I did it again this morning, and I looked at something's happening. Oh shit! I think I figured it out.
What?
Our vanity number is not close to the Signal Tech number. But I would be willing to bet that our actual Florida phone lines that we got from Spectrum, because we have digital lines, I bet you that's the one. I don't even know those numbers because we reroute our number.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't know the main number, but it'll still work. I know how technology
That's
works.
what it is.
I've been renting that number out to Signal Tech.
Good. You know what? You got a raise. You're a good businessman.
Butler's like, so, hello, Signal Tech.
Hello, this is Signal Tech. Travis speaking. How may I direct your call?
Now I have 3 jobs. I do it once. But so you're right. I bet it's our actual landline number that we had to get. That you're right. Our vanity numbers is rerouted or whatever.
The 1-844-TOM, the letter N.
We need to find it.
Dan.
Yeah, it's probably one letter off. Or
Yeah, and we have
whatever.
2.
Yes,
so
we
it
got 2
could
lines,
be one
yeah.
of the other, and that would make more sense. But there you go. So there's that. I have so many of those. Those are that last one is the one. I mean, now I did notice something on this one. This old man is opening a door to a spooky, like he keeps his cat in a spooky study, and you can hear him walking in. Let's just listen. Listen, he's walking into the study to see his cat.
Yeah.
Hear the door? You hear the door? Did you hear it? Yeah, he's like a spooky.
Yeah. I bought
Dead.
Now, if you call the other number, does it still go to the voicemail?
Yes, all of them are rerouted. Yeah.
So no matter what, they're still listening to Tom and Dan voice, like the voicemail message.
No, if you call the vanity line, it'll go to the long number. If you call the regular number, it will then jump over to just me saying, up. Yeah, you've gone to voicemail. Leave him out. And it doesn't give you the spiel.
That's okay.
That's why.
That makes way more sense. Because I was
'cause-
like, how are these old people sitting through the long ass
No, they're
spiel?
circumventing our vanity number.
We can get that number. If you were to call me or call one of you guys' numbers from the phone, it would
Right.
pop up as the weird Florida
Correct.
number on my
Okay,
phone.
yeah.
So then we
Right.
could compare it that way.
Okay.
The only time Butler's ever given out accurate information on the show. He's right.
See, my bullying him.
Yeah.
Made his
You got
brain
this guy.
clear.
This
I
guy's
just blacked
killing
out. I have
it.
no idea what I just said.
Let's see what else we got here. We got, oh man. Okay. Well, he's in the chat room. We'll go here.
T&D Media, it is the Toad King. I need some help. understanding a dream I had the other night. It was kind of strange. I was in some random country on a train, and a lady was trying to kidnap a bunch of children to save the children in my dream. So this involved me spanking her with a boat oar. Why a boat oar or a paddle was on the friggin' train to begin with, I don't know. But me spanking her with this paddle got her excited and lead it into me fingering her for the children, which is kind of disturbing.
Fingering her?
What does this mean?
What did he say?
Mike, you can't tell us your dreams anymore.
For the children.
Fingering her what
in front of the children.
Fingering her in front of the children. This is the weirdest episode of Snowpiercer I've ever seen.
Why would you say that? Just don't.
Why would you? That's not what he said.
When you have those
is
dreams,
that what he said? I'm blocking it out of my
I think he said fingering her in front of the children. I think he did.
I don't think he did.
When you have
I would
those
like
dreams,
to
Mike,
hope he did not.
Just don't tell anybody. Just keep it to yourself. Don't tell your wife. Don't tell anybody.
Call Signal Tech.
Call Signal Tech. No, you can't.
You gotta call Signal Tech.
You can't tell.
You can't tell us.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Yeah.
What should I continue? Go,
right.
Okay, hold on.
Which is kind of disturbing. What does this mean? Please help somebody decipher this for me. I'm confused and a little disturbed by it all. But she was pretty hot. And I enjoyed spanking her with the paddle.
No.
Oh, so you're not going to say whether you fingered her or not.
Yeah. I don't. It's nonsense. Like again with the dreams,
Yeah.
like all dreams are nonsense. But if I was going to analyze it, I would say that it has something to do with your inner brain telling you shouldn't tell Tom and Dan all the Toad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Something. You know,
no, that's just you telling him not to call the show.
No. He'll not stop.
No. Okay, so let's try to analyze this. So he was trying to protect the children from the lady who was going to kidnap them. So his way of freeing the children was to distract the lady by paddling her with an oar,
frat paddling
and
her,
fingering her. Where it gets weird is he had to finger her in front of the children.
Well, but there was all in front of the children.
Look what you made me do!
It's not about what was. I don't think he's asking.
I don't even know if we should be talking about that.
Well,
I don't know that. I feel like there's.
I don't think he's asking
I think
what's
we need
the
to
logic.
And find out if we should talk about this or not.
He's saying, why would I dream this? What?
Well, because you're a sick motherfucker.
What in my psychology caused me to have this dream? But I think it's it could be anything. It's
Standing
stupid.
too close to the exhaust of the
I had a
comedy
dream
mixer.
the other night that you got into jujitsu.
Uh-huh.
And you got really into it, like a lot of our friends that are into it. And I think it's because our barber's into it, and a lot of his friends are into it. We know a lot, Seth, knows guys that are into jiu-jitsu. So you started to get into jiu-jitsu, and then you started becoming addicted to it like all these other jiu-jitsu guys. And then I was like, God damn, I hate this motherfucker. That was my dream. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker. Just when I thought I was going to hate him more. Motherfucker's a jiu-jitsu dickhead now.
Because I started getting and then I'm like, don't disrespect.
I'm bowing.
And
everything was about jiu-jitsu, and everything's about the discipline. And I'll never. Hey, and every minute of the day, you're like, hey, Dan. I'm like, yeah, Tom. And for whatever reason, you weren't talking like this. You were talking like a bro, and you're like, hey, I'll never master it right. I'll die before I master it right, brother. And I'm like, oh God.
Look how
oh God!
Look how
Dong Jojo.
Look how hard I can kick.
I don't think you do that.
I'm kicking some sensor. Look how hard I can kick this sensor.
78 pounds, brother. 78 pounds of fucking sheer force I put on that sensor pad, brother. I don't know why I'm talking like Hogan again.
Drinking thick,
big smoothies.
Yeah.
All I need are these nutrients. I don't even eat for taste, man. I'm a machine. I'm a fucking machine.
They're all see-through bottles. Like, look at it.
Yeah, it was in. Why
are you making me
and
look
I walk
at it?
over, I look at our sink. Our
You
sink
can't-
is nothing but shaker bottles with those tiny little orbs, slinkies that are in there for to mix up your protein powder.
Why are they see-through? Like, why are you making everybody look at it? Anyway.
Okay.
The real answer, Mike, is the all the chemicals you've inhaled.
Yeah.
That's your brain.
I mean, from the
is-
drywall dust and the
is
drugs that you've done.
Yeah. It's just a Swiss cheese.
It's brain rot.
Yeah.
How about let's go with Mike B's wife called in.
Oh no,
because he's called it because he's a goddamn liar.
Hey, show, Tom and Dan, Sam, Trav. This is Mike B's wife.
Yay!
Calling in about his Publix drunk story. There's a little bit more to it.
Really?
At one point, I found him in the line to buy lottery tickets after he said he had to go to the bathroom. So it's a little bit more traumatic than what was said, but yeah, there was definitely a lot more to it. He did the abbreviated version very well. Love you guys. Awesome show. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you. Love you too.
Like at the customer service desk, like to buy lottery tickets there, or the vending machine.
Oh, it's got to be customer
The
service.
What do you think
Florida-
was the
grocery store,
What do you
right?
think is the most embarrassing time you've been drunk? Do you remember?
I mean, there's been a lot.
Me
There's
too.
been some cruises. At that time,
I mean,
at that
the
beach
one-
party.
I have the
When-
Tommy Gilligan one.
Yeah. And I
had one where I ran from people and I hid in Virgin Megastore, downtown Disney, and I was like laying on the floor near in the CD store. And I'm like, you know the aisles, and then at the end of the aisle they'd have the CD of what's coming out, and then like headphones you could put on and listen to it. And I was just sitting next to one of those, just like hiding, thinking no one could see me. But like security was looking for me. It was very embarrassing.
Did your friends or whoever you're with?
Yeah, they got me.
Okay, yeah.
And they did that move where they called me a taxi.
Oh, okay.
And told
yeah.
the taxi where to take me, and then put me in it.
Oh, yeah.
And it drove me home. So I'm being like shame driven home by a stranger. It was very bad. Very bad.
I've had a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my most the BD and Beach party when they were taking pictures and my butt sweat made it look like.
Well, it wasn't butt sweat. You were so horny from the young teen camel girl you hired.
No,
you were
no.
cumming your pants.
And then that cop gave me the shot, and then Tommy Gilligan drove me to my Pop-Pop's 90th birthday party, which I came to like halfway to Kissimmee, and then I was like,
that
"Oh
his last
shit!"
birthday party?
Yeah, it was the last birthday party.
Yeah. You know what? You ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself, you piece of shit.
I showed up and cracked the Bud Light. It's a St. Cloud,
Yeah.
Everglades.
Well, they
birthday
looked
party.
at you and they're like,
Everybody-
"Oh man, he's completely sober." Yeah, because they were all hammered. Let's try this one from our good friend Cadillac Pat.
Tom and Dan, it's your boy, Cadillac Pat. I have something to tell you. I cannot believe this happened to me. Friday night at my bar, the Brass Tap. Nice busy night. I go into the men's room. I go to use the bathroom. Somebody took a number 2 in the urinal. Yes, the urinal. And I cannot believe it happened. In all my years, 12 years in the bar biz and restaurant biz, I've never had that happen to me.
I've never seen it. Have you?
I've heard of it.
You've done it.
Of course, Chopper. Chopper, Flatbush, Seth's done it.
So you do it, and then you immediately run to the stall and wipe, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a prank. It's the old I'm gonna shit in the urinal prank.
But what if you're caught? I mean, like you're just sitting
your
there.
buddy holds the door? You don't take the chance of
holds
someone
the door.
walking
So you're
in.
holding the door, and then somebody goes to push the door in. You're like, "Can't come in yet, bro."
Well, then you
My
yell.
buddy's doing the ultimate prank.
Then you yell and then you pull your pants up. But yeah.
It's a rapid fire then quick shuffle.
If you go number 2 in the urinal, does Cadillac Pat, because there's no act.
Well,
there's
he
no
continues. There's about a minute and a half.
There's no
more.
on-call janitor at a small bar, right?
You gotta wrap your hand in toilet paper and reach in there.
It's up
like
to
I do with Maggie the dog when she shits all over my floors. I have to wrap my hand in toilet paper. I pick up these little plops.
So that's what you have to do, right? The bar.
I then go into the office of the restaurant, start looking at the computers, rewinding tape. I'm going to figure out who went in there last, and I'm going to figure it out. Sure enough, I figured out who it was. I walk up to the guy, and I embarrass him more than I've ever embarrassed anybody in my entire life.
I'm going to pause it. Pat, that's some balls, man.
How did you know it was him,
Yeah,
though?
how do you know
just
it was
because
fucking
it's
him?
the last person in there.
Well, last person in, last person out. I mean, if you got the tape and you're watching it and the one...
But if I walked into the bathroom and I saw a turd in the urinal, I'm not going to alert anybody. I'm just going to go to the other urinal
Pat
and
going
then
to
walk
the tape.
out and mind my business.
I
I'm
like Pat going, I got to go to the tape.
It doesn't mean it, unless you have the tape of him pulling his pants, shitting it. It doesn't, just because he was the last one in.
If you went in and they had that sign sheet where you clean the restroom and then you sign off. So if Pat went in, cleaned the restroom,
but he's not
signed off on it, and then he went back to the tape and saw himself coming out, and then he noticed that nobody went in there since he went out and cleaned the restroom, and then this guy then. Yes. Then,
or the ultimate fail is there's only one other person in that entire bar. It's just like
it's just Pat and the guy. And he's like, I know you were in there. There's no one here. It's 10:30. We just opened. No one's here.
Or you're some weird doo-doo fight club where Pat is the one that shit in his own.
Oh, my God.
Tyler
You know what's better than that? Bars of soap.
Shitler Durden or whatever.
Bar and restaurant. The entire bar knew who it was. I'm screaming him to get out. You have no idea. But then guess who has to clean it up? Me.
Wait, well, hold on, Pat. So you bullied the guy, and you're like, this guy's good in the urinal, and you're
Did he say,
told him,
no,
it wasn't me. You're ruining my life. This is not me. I'll sue you. And then you're
also, if you shit in the urinal, you have balls to go back and finish a drink or just, you know what I'm saying? Usually it's
drinks are expensive. I pay $8 for a margarita, and I shit in the urinal. I'm finishing my fucking margarita.
Well,
especially if it tastes like the ones Butler's making today. They're good.
It's for some sort of retribution, you got some sort of bad service or someone you know what I'm saying? That's the reason.
There's a lot more. Let's see.
I had to grab a 5-gallon bucket, fill it full of water and some bleach, and I had to go into the freaking men's room and in the urinal start pouring water down the freaking drain. And I knew he had corn the night before, so that's how detailed it was.
Hold on, why did you try?
I could never have to do that. I can't believe I had to do that. But I thought you guys would want to know this, and that's all. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Cadillac Pat out.
First of all,
it's a terrible story.
On. Why did Concrete Mike think we had to know his weirdo?
I've had a dream about finger lady a ton of kids. Hey, it's Cadillac Pat. I had a guy shit in the urinal. These are things you had to know.
And then why
did you call me and tell me something good?
There's this move that if anybody has dogs, and in my case it's raccoons, when raccoons shit in my yard, I take the hose and I dissolve it with the sprayer.
Oh, you poor
man.
man.
I have to spray it until it dissolves into the earth because that's the easiest way. Is the raccoon shit. I don't want to
picking it up in a bag would be easier.
No,
you don't want to do that.
It's all berries in a pile.
They also what you're saying is
double
accurate. But they're kind of you're rolling the dice with them, right? Disease wise.
Well, I'm not fucking eating right afterwards. I'm gonna go fucking wash my hands.
I mean, you don't know. You don't. Obviously, you haven't seen Tom go to the bathroom. Oh, by the way, when Samantha's not here, I don't even care saying when Samantha's not here. Pee with the door, but I don't wash my hands and I pee.
I don't live in Castleberry, so I don't have to deal with raccoon
I don't touch
shit
my penis. I just pull my pants down and I pee. I call it the max because your son got really good at it. I just pee with I put the lip of my waistband under my balls so I can get all the urine out. Because if you crimp it, you won't come all the way out. And I pee, and then I just go in. And because of those pills I take, there's a good, and I don't know ounce-wise, but I know it's a solid 2 inches of piss is still in my hose.
Oh, yeah.
And that doesn't mean that it goes back into my body. I'm not bragging about the size of my dick.
That's the waistband below the balls is doing that for you.
No. I'm telling you.
You hold it down.
Yes. Yes, and then
So
like
you're leaving
and then
one
I
in
go
the barrel.
in, and then I can feel myself relieve myself into my underwear, and then I have to pull my shorts up.
Come on.
To keep the piss from spreading. I need the piss to spread on my underwear and spread out through the fiber network. And then I let go of the shorts, and then hopefully it'll dry.
The internet.
Fiber network.
Yes.
That's when a hand dryer's handy.
You have to wear a diaper. An adult diaper. And then you sit down, it's all crunchy. It's like,
I've sat next to old ladies in church before, and they sit down like, God damn, what do you...
Give them some dignity.
What do you got, firecrackers in your pants? Loosen that shit up. Shit's loud.
Don't make it out of a trash bag. God damn it.
They're actually a lot smaller than you think they are. I've worn one and pissed myself.
What do you think you're
Doing it
done,
right now.
boy? All right, let's get out of here.
One more.
One more? All right. Whatever you want.
Oh, this one. I got a couple of these.
It's another sit stand. My dick's straight up. I don't like when it curls over itself or anything like that inside of my underwear.
So you got that guy.
All right, you got one.
All right. Hold on. I got more than that.
I'm surprised that we even had one.
Here, there's another one.
Yo, BDM Neil here. I am weighing in on this new sit and stand, bro.
See, they call it the sit
in
stand.
the actual F is going on? Who is having their penis pointed upwards at your belt buckle?
I do. It's the same reason I don't hold a gun by the barrel, you pussy.
I'm sitting at 12 o'clock right now.
I have my shit straight up at all times. Never know when I gotta fuck something. I don't have that shit pointing down. I'm a goddamn American hero.
Yeah, piss on your toes. What are you doing?
That gentleman knows with you before, but this guy's as confused as I am.
No, most people are against me on this one.
Okay.
Most people are dicks to the ground, not dicks to the sky. So I am
Man,
the weirdo.
listen. You had one.
Yeah.
That means there's 100.
Yeah, if you can get 100, you can get 200.
Yeah.
Anything to plug? Let's plug some stuff. Hey, Sam, feel better. I hope your wisdom teeth went well.
Yeah.
We miss you. We love you, and we hope you're feeling better.
Semantics.com.
Yep, semantics.com. I would imagine you're going to hear about that. I don't know if she will be recording, but I'm going to guess she's a worker. She does not shy away from working, so I would imagine she probably will record this weekend. But let's all give her, stop by her Facebook page.
Yes.
Stop by her Semantics page. Give it some love, and if you're not listening, you might want to check it out.
Hit up our Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
throw some money to her. That goes a very, very long way if you like extra shows. She also does a conspiracy theory show called, you heard about this one, that is completely different than anything that, her other show is even like. So check it out.
Seth's events tomorrow, his grand opening of his
oh, fuck. I told you, may I go to the beach?
Ninjoku. What is it called? Ninjogu. Ninjogu.
No, Ninjugu is the
Ninjugu.
Lego
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Why does he gotta have such a crazy? Why can't it just be
Doji
Seth's
doo-doo.
All
Doji
American
doo-doo.
Karate?
That's what I want. I know it's got to be some complicated.
He's like,
because he takes it too seriously.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
very
like,
serious.
yeah.
He's gonna be mad that I even said this because I do
He
support.
don't listen. Never. He doesn't
Yeah,
know
you're
what
right.
this is.
He only listens when he's on it.
No. So anyway, that's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah,
Also,
come out. There's gonna shut the street down illegally, and there will be many arrests.
Yeah. Thank you to Eric Pabone, Eddie, our two artists that did our coloring book.
They are our artists.
They donated their time and art to this for all for Yellow Brick Road, and we're going to be selling them next week. BDMs will know first. We did do a limited run, but we hope that we can sell them out and raise right near $5,000 for Yellow Brick.
I think we will. Yeah, I think so. Thanks to ABC. You can hear it for the margaritas today.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'll be taking that tequila home because I love tequila.
Check out all of our hookups on our hookups page. If you want to sign up, it's $50 a month, and it's all local business, and they all offer Tom and Dan discounts.
Indeed, to all of our BDM mothers, and there are a ton of them. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
We love you. If you're out there and you're one of our female listeners and you happen to have kiddos, well, we give a lot of fucks about you. We appreciate you. We love you, and we hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. And for guys listening, do something special for your lady that day, especially if she is a mom, because being mom is hard.
Yes,
Momming
it
is hard business, especially, and I can say that. I don't have a mom anymore, so it's important to, I like to end the show on a high note.
Yeah.
Like my mom's dead.
Go hug your mom.
Yeah, do it. I cannot hug my mom unless I wanted to hug her clothing and bones. I don't know. It's better than a dream about fingering in front of kids.
I was wondering what those bones were. All right. Bye-bye.
We'll see you guys, Monday, right? Monday, BDM show and whatnot. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe, and we'll see you Monday.
Thanks,
Bye.
Twitch.
Look, fellas, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.